Everyone, welcome to the Zach Attack Movie Awards. I said Zach Attack. I don't even remember my own name change. The Zach Goulbourne Movie Awards. That just shows you how nervous I am because I've been scrambling. A lot of things have gone wrong in the last 60 seconds, but I'm glad everyone is here. I appreciate everyone that's been in the chat talking and waiting for the show to start. Sorry about my tardiness, but I'm really excited to do this. This has been an annual event where I get to share my love with films with everyone in the community and have you guys also be a part of it, right? Tonight is not just about trophies. It's about the year of movies that we decided to go all in on in 2025. It gave us films that made us cheer in packed theaters, films that made us sit in silence during the credits, and at least 3 movies that turned the group chat into a war zone. I know me and Kenny and a bunch of other people have argued about a bunch of films over and over, and you can definitely drop in the chat what those films are. We also debated franchises. We debated whether animation it deserves a bigger spotlight, and some people think it's not a good genre still. It's not cinema. How could you? Look at Demon Slayer. Look at Zootopia. Look at all these amazing films that came out that was animated this year. These movies followed you home after you left the theater, or even if you were already home and you watch it on your TV and it just sat with you, right? The performances you defended were like family members to the death. So whether you were here for prestige picks, or you're here for the chaos picks, or you're here for the lovable box office popcorn movies, have every single nomination that you could think of that you would need. Definitely argue with me and down in the chat as well with whatever you don't agree with. So before I get into the main show, let me just say hi to everybody. I see there's a bunch of chats in here already. Appreciate you. Spoiler King says, and the winner is Zach for the best movie tuber. I appreciate you so much, but that's definitely you guys. Hey Zach, how are you doing tonight? I hope you're staying nice and warm. Yeah, I've got a nice little New York sweater on. I'm actually about to make some coffee because I'm out of hot chocolate. I get paid this Friday. Hopefully that coffee is great. Let's see. Hey, it could be with movies, aka the new Kenny Sparks channel, his new brand that he has going on. Yeah, that is Kenny Sparks right there. Luke Ponto, what's up, man? TJ, yo, what's up? Kiara, what's up? Peter, what's up? I'm pretty sure it's Travis, what's up? You and Drew, what's up? Evan's here. Dell on movies, what's up, man? CC. Oh man, all you guys are in the chat. I appreciate you guys. Book Pers and Girls, I missed you. It's been too long. I really appreciate seeing everybody in the chat. Let's get into it. So this night is going to be full of obviously nominations and awards. I have special presenters from everybody in the community, and also I have some videos that I want to show from movie editors that I love, because that's one of the big things. I love watching edits. So first up, I want to share something with you guys if I can find it, because everything has been going crazy. Zoom in. Oh, no. Already having technical difficulties. Where is it? No, that is not what I'm supposed to be sharing. Give me 1 second, guys. There we go. How do I unshare that one? This is what happens when you have technical difficulties, because then you have stuff like this happening that's not supposed to happen. I got this guy on the screen. He ain't even supposed to be on the screen yet. Give me 1 second, guys. Nope, that's not what I want to do either. I don't want to remove. Oh boy, I didn't get to okay, stop sharing. Share screen. There we go. There we go. So this is a little tribute to 2025.
That's what movies are for us. Pieces of time.
Pieces of time.
There's a new Marvel out that's supposed to be nuts. We should go see that.
I have a purpose. If you think that's some sort of blessing, it's not. It means I have an obligation to see a very specific thing through. And with that obligation comes sacrifice.
Yara, we got to get you to see more movies, man. Too many movies out there for you to only see two. So, you see more movies than you remember? That's why I did this. I wanted to bring back the memories of the things that we love. There we go. That's what I wanted to do.
Times are hard, you're afraid to pay the fee, so you find yourself somebody who can do the job for free. When you need a bit of
Why do you do this?
It's the way these people look at you. They've been waiting for you their whole lives.
me running, and you know I'll be around. I'm a fool to do your dirty work. Oh yeah. I don't wanna do your dirty work no more.
Hey there. We heard tale of a party. You did?
Could you show me that clip again? Wasn't wearing my glasses.
Can we have a dialogue, please?
Don't call it a dialogue. This isn't Death of a Salesman. It did make those movies. It's got to have meant something.
What if it didn't?
When I think of all the good times that I've wasted, having good times.
I need you to trust me. One last time.
All the good time that's been wasted, having good times. When I was drinking, I should have been thinking.
Dad, you sing this? You sing this?
I could have done the right thing. All of that boozing, I was really losing. Good times, good times. You saw me standing alone,
Wise guy.
without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own.
All right. Shout out to that editor. I'm going to have the links to all the editors, the people who are involved in the description below. So you can go subscribe and check out all their videos. But I just wanted to jog y'all guys' memories of all the great movies that we've got in 2025 before we start celebrating them. And let's see. Thank you for the great montage. War of the Worlds, really a movie though? It was a movie that we all loved. We all love. So first up in terms of awards, let's go to the best studio. So this is my first award tonight. This is going to be the cultural awards. This section is about the culture, about films that are things about films that are outside of films. Things that are tangible that we talk about all the time, whether it's a studio buying another one, whether it's a movie poster, whether it's a trailer, whether it's something that we always talk about that has something to do about a movie, but that's kind of separate from a movie. So first up is the best studio. I know this is kind of hectic right now because studios right now, they be messing up, but we've had some really good ones this year. So first up, I want to shout out Warner Brothers Discovery. They did a really great job of dropping so many movies that are original films that really ignited interest into the box office, and not only the young, but the old and in between for coming back into the theaters. I want to give a shout out to Neon as another nominee. They did a really good job of dropping plethora of movies throughout the year that were really entertaining, especially international films. A lot of their films were nominated for international Oscars. I think they got 4 out of the 5 spots. So they're bringing foreign films a little closer to the eyes to everybody. And they made some of my favorite films this year when it comes to foreign films. Another one is A24, my favorite movie studio in general. Obviously, they did Marty Supreme, and they have a bunch of other movies that are maybe not as hyped up this year, like Warfare that came out this year. They continue to bring unique films to the cinema that no one else is taking chances on. And next up is Walt Disney. While they kind of had a weak year overall box office wise, quality wise, we got Thunderbolts, we got Fantastic Four. I like Captain America Brave New World, and obviously people didn't really like Lilo and Stitch, but that movie did really well. And I love Zootopia too. And they obviously dropped Avatar Fire and Ash, which was awesome. So they ended up having a solid year despite some controversial picks in certain things. And lastly, but is Netflix, which is a more controversial one because right now Netflix is doing something that everyone's really scared about in terms of buying Warner Brothers. But what they did with K-pop Demon Hunters, what they did with Frankenstein, and a couple other movies that they started to put in theaters and letting people get to see them, I really appreciate it because seeing Frankenstein in theaters was such a great experience. So definitely wanted to shout out all those studios. And the winner of the best studio, the first time I'm giving out this award, so this is history in the making, is going to be Warner Brothers Discovery. Hopefully that these guys are still around in 2 years. It looks like Netflix is going to swallow them up. They had such great momentum this year. I hope that continues and they find a way to keep it as a separate entity. But yeah, they had a fantastic year. Sinners, one battle after another, Mickey 17, Minecraft, Final Destination Bloodlines, Weapons. They dropped some of the most culturally relevant movies this year. Warner Brothers did such a great job, and they actually released a Looney Tunes animated movie this year. Oh, they also did Superman. So I just saw they also did Superman as well. That's DC. So they dropped a lot of culturally relevant films, and I think they deserve the best studio of the year so far. Okay, let's see what the people are saying in the chat before I move on to the next award. Hey, what's up, Michael? How you doing? Hey, Luke, I thought editing was great. I did too. Great montage, fantastic montage. Thank you so much. Warner Brothers, soon to be Netflix Maxbo. Collective Movie says favorite movies are Superman, Mission Impossible, Sinners, Nuremberg, Naked Gun, Wake Up Dead Man, The Long Walk, Ballerina, and Avatar 3. A lot of great stuff there. Have you ever been swallowed up? Oh, hold up. That's not something I need to talk about in this live chat. You know what I mean? My mom watched this. Warner Broskies. Let me see. I still have to see Zootopia 2. I'll see Crabatar 3 when my wife makes me soon. Oh, snap. My hello, darling. Hello, baby. Hello, ragtime. Congrats to W Discovery, Warner's brethren. Let's go, Zach. Hey, Lord's Report. How you doing? Warner Brothers is good movie-wise, but I don't think they treat their already owned properties very well. I will say, I think they did a good job with Superman, but they did really great with original properties. They didn't really do great with their own. I think they also dropped The Conjuring, which did really well. It was a little divisive, but a lot of people ended up liking it. So just all depends. So next up, and let me make sure I have my notes. It's going to be the best physical media. And I actually have someone to present that because some movies deserve a place on your shelf, not just your watch list. Physical media is something that preserves cinema. There's so many movies being removed from streaming services every single day, and they're just lost in the sauce, lost in the ether. Some of my favorite movies has happened to, like Hush, which I love, thankfully recently got on streaming and got physical media. 28 Days Later was a movie that was hard to get because of lack of physical media. So I'm really excited to celebrate the best physical media that came out in 2025. And I have
next up, we got F1 with that beautiful sound design, Formula Racing Drive. Meg and Mike, the movie man, here to celebrate the best of the best physical media in 2025. I love physical media because you get to preserve cinema and own these movies in your own collection and watch them over and over again in the best quality at home. So, proudly presenting the nominees, let's get into the list of banger bangers. So, of course, we're going to have Shin Godzilla. This is an incredible Toho action kaiju movie. And then we got the Wes Anderson Archive Collection. So classic. Criterion finally getting these great dark comedies to 4K in a really nice set. Next up, we got F1 with that beautiful sound design. Formula racing driving. It's excellent, and 4K can't do better. And then we got the X Trilogy from A24. Yes, Ty West's horror trilogy. These 4Ks never looked any better. If you're a horror fan, you gotta get some of this. Next up, we got Sinners. Some more horror love, of course. It's a modern From Dusk Till Dawn. Amazing production, set, costume design, performances. It's a good time. Next up, we got The Mask on 4K from Arrow. Oh my gosh, this just looks awesome. If you're a Jim Carrey fan, you love 90s comedies, the music, once again, The Mask on 4K, which is packed with a ton of great stuff. Can't do better than that. Besides maybe this next set, with, of course, Arrow doing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trilogy set. This was an incredible trilogy set. Just took you down nostalgia lane. Loved all three of these movies growing up. You got trading cards in here. You got tons of stuff packed in, and they just look awesome on the shelf. Next up, we got A Nightmare on Elm Street 7 film collection, getting the standard 4K collection or the Steelbook box set. Both great choices, of course. But finally, horror fans got these classic movies to 4K for the first time. So thank goodness they also used the theatrical poster artwork on those steelbooks. Next up, we got Tron Legacy, an underrated title in my opinion. It's a roller coaster ride of a movie. The sound, the music is incredible in here on the 4K disc, and just feels like you're on a complete ride watching this one. And then, of course, we got Tom and Jerry, the Golden Era Anthology. It's just great to see these classic cartoons on a nice Blu-ray set. But of course, we got to announce the winner, which is going to have to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from Arrow. This trilogy set is the winner of the Best Physical Media of 2025. My personal favorite. So go Ninja, go Ninja, go. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go. So congratulations to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trilogy. And congratulations to all the nominees as well. But love celebrating physical media here in 2025. Back to you, Zach.
Thank you. I muted myself so I wouldn't cause noise, and I forgot to turn it on. I'll remember next time. Thank you. Thank you for Mega Mike, the movie man, for performing that. That was really, really great. I always collaborate with him on his stream, so that was really, really dope. Am I still muted? My mic is on. Am I good, guys? Okay, I'm good. Thank you. So moving on to the next nominees, or the next awards, is going to actually be where the hype becomes real. Trailers is what gets us in our seats. It moves butts in seats. And one of my favorite pastimes is just to watch trailers. Trailers are the first thing you usually see of a movie, and it leaves a big impression. It will tell you what stars in it, what kind of tone the film is, and if it's worth going to the cinema. You can tell if something looks like a streaming movie or something that looks like it's worth theatrical. Or it can really, really grab you by the mysterious tone, or show you every single thing that's in the movie right away. And I'm really excited and happy to have one of my favorite YouTube groups presenting the award for best trailer. These guys are the kings of trailers because they always reacting to them. So give it up to the Spoiler Kings.
Welcome to Zach Goulbourne's 2025 Movie Awards, and we are the Spoiler Kings. Tank Kramer, Brian the Grizzly, Brandman Brandon. And if you follow us, then you know we watch a ton of trailers on our live shows, and our live shows are Monday nights, Thursday nights. If you want to give us a follow.
9:30 Central, guys. But
Yes.
A movie trailer's main job is to market and advertise a film by building excitement and persuading audiences to buy tickets using shorts, exciting clips, music, compelling editing to hint at the plot, characters, and tone without giving everything away. We had some really good ones this year, and I think Brandman's going to announce some of the nominees.
Oh, yeah, you already know what it is. So, yeah, without further ado, we could just go ahead and hop right into those nominees. So, for the best trailer, the first one that we have is Superman trailer number 2, 28 Years Later trailer 1, Wuthering Heights trailer number 1.
And we also have Shelby Oaks trailer number 1, the Thunderbolts Absolute Cinema trailer, One Battle After Another, Companion, the first trailer.
Awesome. And I got Mickey 17, Weapons,
Mm-hmm.
Predator Badlands, and Zach must love it because it has to be Friendship.
Yep. And all those said, I guess it's time to go ahead and announce the winner, huh?
And
Yes.
the winner is
We're doing like a drum roll or what are we doing? Weapons.
It's a true story that happened in my town. So this one Wednesday is like a normal day for the whole school. But today was different. Every other class had all their kids. But Mrs. Gandy's room was totally empty. And you know why? Because the night before, at 2:17 in the morning, every kid woke up, got out of bed, walked downstairs, and into the dark. And they never came back.
I don't understand at all. Why just her classroom? Why only hers?
Where are our children?
We have a lot of emotional parents here. I think it's best if you keep some distance from this place.
Matthew, where are you? Where did you go?
This is where the story really starts.
Yeah!
Awesome trailer, by the way. Definitely one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, awesome movie, awesome trailer. But we want to say thank you, Zach, for allowing us to present this awesome award on your awesome channel. So thank you, Zach. Make sure everyone watching, go give Zach some love. Hit the like button for this one and share the video. But yeah, Zach, you're always one of the Spoiler Kings to us. We always appreciate you coming in, hanging out with us, and we love you guys so much. Thank you, guys, and we will catch you guys in the next stream.
Hey, Brady. That was the Spoiler Kings. These guys are really special to me. They're one of the first people that reached out to me when I started my YouTube channel, introduced me to a lot of the people in this chat, introduced me to a lot of people that are friends now, even though I never met them. So I was really, really excited to get them on once again because they've done it before. And I'm good. I'm pretty sure I'm not muted this time. I appreciate everybody to let me know. Evan Mercy said the Logan trailer was goated. Yes, it was. I remember hearing about the Logan movie and I was like, the Wolverine movies are okay, but that one got me. We had some good trailers this year. Looking forward to this one. Trailers bring the hype. Dell Movie said the Wild Style box set from Arrow was also amazing. Drop your favorites in the comments, man. I want to hear about it. Viewer Drew dropped his favorite movies of 2025. I see a couple there in there that I love. Shout out to 28 Years Later. It could be movies. Thank you so much for the super chat. He said I nominate Twinless for the best plot twist. If you have seen Twinless, that plot twist is crazy. One Battle After Another had a great trailer, but Good Boy is my fave. I love Good Boy. I love that Good Boy trailer. all the great trailers. Weapons dub. Hey, the fearless leader of the Spoiler Kings, Tank Kramer, is in the chat. What's up, man? CC's happy for Weapons. These guys are, this trailer is definitely go down in history. Yeah, the Weapons trailer makes a lot of sense. Set the tone immediately. Weapons trailer was fantastic. Great call. Thank you. Miss Gandy can get it. Okay, get a little R-rated. A movie I actually saw. I agree with this. Even though the trailer done lied to us, never came back. I know. But remember, the little kid was talking about in the beginning, they never came back. Aunt Gladys is doing backflips right now. I know she might be doing backflips a little later, man. She a little later. Thank you, Zach. You're the best. I appreciate you, Chank. You already know that. You already know. Yeah, show love to the Spoiler Kings. Hey, Acres of Movies. What's up, man? How are you doing? Spoiler King. Hey, DJ, what's up, man? I appreciate everybody being in here. Let's see what the next poster. The next award category is, and it's actually about posters. See these posters behind me? I love movie posters. Other than the trailer, movie posters also sell a movie, and they really sell movies in unexpected ways. While you're in a movie theater, you're walking to go get your snacks, you're going to go get things other places, going to the bathroom, you may see a movie poster. Hold on, what is that? It makes you look it up, maybe make you look up the trailer. You're in a car on a bus and you see a billboard for a film, or you see it on the side of a bus or a taxi. These things are viral marketing that can really get people into it, and it's an art form to do a really great poster. Lately, we've been getting a lot of floating head posters, so I really wanted to signify and call out the dope posters that are not like that. So I'm really excited to put up the best posters up, and this is from someone who is also an OG guy that I met a long time ago, presenting best movie posters of 2025, Imran Plus.
Hey there, it's Imran from Imran Plus, and you're watching the Zach Goulbourne Movie Awards. I'm a big fan of this next category, if you couldn't tell already, because I think it's an underrated yet integral part of the movie-going experience. They often say, don't judge a book by its cover. But when it comes to movies, movie posters can make or break your first impression of a movie. And sometimes, long after you've left a movie theater, a movie poster can bring back all of those memories and feelings you had when you watched the film for the first time. Movie posters can represent a film so much that we often frame them and display them as memorabilia. And so this category recognizes the beauty and art of movie posters and awards the best of the best from last year. Now, I know I have my favorite movie posters, but I'd love to hear what some of your favorite movie posters are. So drop them in the chat. And now, here are the nominees for Best Movie Poster. No Other Choice, Superman, Death of a Unicorn, Together, Sinners, Weapons, Frankenstein, Begonia, The Conjuring, Bring Her Back. It's really great to see a lot of these nominees are actually horror movies, which goes to show that horror movies have the sauce. And it's exciting to see horror movies start to get recognized beyond the horror fan niche. So, who do you think should win Best Movie Poster of 2025? Drop your guesses in the chat. Let's get that drum roll, please. And the winner for Best Movie Poster of 2025 is Death of a Unicorn. Congratulations. Thank you, guys. On to the next category.
Hey, I see a lot of people in the chat talking about different things. I know. Death of the Unicorn, while the movie was solid, wasn't a great movie, thought it was a good movie, decent flick. I thought that movie poster was like a work of art. Outside of just grabbing me towards the movie. If I saw that official poster inside the theaters, I was like, I thought this was going to be a masterpiece. While the movie is not a masterpiece, I think that the poster, not the movie itself, reflects something great. So I gave it a Death of the Unicorn. But I think a lot of these other ones, you guys are saying, obviously the Sinners one is amazing because it references a classic painting from back in the day and a moment in Black history, and there's a bunch of other ones in here. We had a lot of great movie posters that came out with, from Frankenstein to Weapons and a bunch of other stuff. I really liked that Death and Unicorn poster. It really came out of nowhere, and I love to see you guys talk about Sinners poster. Let's see. Saying hi to Imran. So that here all we got, Sinners. So a lot of people wanted for Sinners. Weapons gets my votes. Kids hitting the Sonic run, iconic behavior. Bring Her Back had several phenomenal posters. I agree. Zach, what's up? Award for the best award show on the internet. I appreciate you. Candace said Bring Her Back. The official poster for Sinners is amazing. I agree. The poster for Together makes me pause and stare every time, especially after watching the movie. Yes, that's a fantastic poster. I was fighting between Together and Death of the Unicorn. It's first time seeing the Death of the Unicorn poster. Nice. What is the poster for the best poster for a terrible movie? Ooh, I feel like there's a lot of bad movies with good posters. Let's Google it real quick and let me see. I'm trying to think of something right off the top of my head that has movies that are not great that has really good posters. I would say the Netflix version of Death Note has a great poster, not a great movie. I'll think about like Children of the Corn, not a great movie, great poster. Slender Man, great posters. Oh, New Mutants have had great posters, not a great movie, decent movie. Aggro Drift, that Travis Scott movie that came out a couple years ago, great poster, not a great movie. Napoleon had great posters, great trailers, not a great movie at all. So there's a couple films that were like that had great posters, but just did not have a great movie to back it up. I think the number one is Spiral, that Saw spinoff that came out with Chris Rock. Great posters, not a great movie at all. So those are a couple that I would say. Oh snap! I saw the movie too. The poster's artwork, given art influence in the film. Yes, definitely. Oh yeah, there was an art influence in the film. That's true. Death of the Unicorn poster was fire. 28 years later had some awesome posters as well. Awesome posters, awesome trailers. Definitely agree. The Purge. Hey, Sean Kennedy, what's up? The Purge has some awesome posters. Not great movies. The Monkey from last year, great poster. The movie, yeah, I know me and you are like, you like that movie less than me, but yeah, that movie wasn't great. Fantastic Four had some great posters. Unfortunately, the movie sucked. Oh, Fan Four Stick. I thought you were talking about First Steps. Yes, Fan Four Stick did have some really good posters, but that movie wasn't great. That movie wasn't great. So up next is one that still part of the Cultural Awards and something that we're going to be talking about for forever when it comes to movies, and that is Best Box Office Achievement. If this will pop up, hold up, what's not popping up? What is going on? Errors. I got it. Screen. There we go. Okay. This next award is the Best Box Office Achievement for films that, has a great metric success. A lot of people debate about box office, whether it makes a movie great or it makes a movie bad, whether it made money at the box office. Box office is only telling you if the movie did a good job of marketing itself enough for people to come and watch it, and then also if the movie was good enough to people to rewatch it. It's become so important how our favorite movies are made. The more movies do well, the more likely films are going to be made in that same ilk. So that's why people are excited about something like Sinners doing well, because hopefully we get more films like Sinners and Weapons and One Battle After Another and Marty Supreme and all these movies that did really, really well in 2025. These are going to be the films that made history and made their mark in 2025 with the box office. First nominee is Zootopia 2. This movie did an amazing job at the box office, getting to $1.7 billion in such a quick time. It's the highest grossing animated film in North America of all time. It's only second behind Nezatu. Coming up next, the next nominee is Minecraft, a film that no one expected to be this good. Minecraft did an amazing job, almost getting to $1 billion at the box office, creating a frenzy in the theaters that we've never seen before or not in a long time, and also getting movies to appeal to the younger generation. Gen Alpha and Gen X went to the movies 23% more than they did before, and I think Minecraft was a big reason. So I definitely think that's historic. Lilo and Stitch, one of the highest grossing movies in North America in the year. While you can debate on if the movie is good or not, it did a really great job of capturing the youngins. And another reason why young kids went to go see the movies in 2025. Sinners, one of the highest grossing horror movies of all time, one of the highest grossing vampire movies of all time, one of the highest grossing black movies of all time. What an amazing movie. A movie that was super original and one of the highest grossing original movies that we've gotten in so long. Sinners deserves this spot on this list. Next up is Avatar Fire and Ash. It did not get to the heights of its previous films in the franchise, but by golly, getting to 1.3 billion this fast was very, very impressive. I think the movie did a really great job of capturing the imagination of people. You just do not bet against James Cameron. It's one of the highest grossing movies of all time already. Hello, Love Again. While I was doing my research, this one's a little one. It doesn't have a high grossing. This movie's in this list because it's the highest grossing movie in a particular neighborhood overseas of all time, which is a funny stat. And I thought it deserves to get some shine. Whether from the country that it's from and neighborhood is from, this is the highest grossing movie ever. So it might not compare to these other films, but I thought that was really, really fun. Hamnet did an amazing job as being the highest grossing drama in the UK in a very, very long time, which is really, really impressive. Nezatu, the highest grossing animated film of all time now, $2 billion, one of the highest grossing movies ever. It did an amazing job just capturing the international audience. It didn't do fantastic domestically, but it did amazingly overseas. And F1, a movie that did a great job of capturing the international audience and really getting people in North America to get excited for F1 racing. And just another original IP film, just doing a great job of getting people to go watch the movie over and over again in theaters. And Demon Slayer Infinity Castle, the highest grossing anime movie of all time. What can you say? It's changing the game for anime films and giving them a new standard that they haven't had in a long, long time. And the winner is, for box office achievement, Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. This movie did such an amazing job. Oh boy. Hold up now. Why is everything so zoomed out? Give me a second. There we go. For some reason, everything just got zoomed out. All right, I'm back. So yeah, Demon Slayer Infinity Castle, the highest grossing anime movie of all time. I think it deserved this so much because not only made $700 million, made more money than Superman. I think it did an amazing job of setting a new standard for anime movies. I love anime. Some of my favorite movies that I watched when I was a kid was anime, but it never really attracted on the box office level. Dragon Ball movies, whether Full Metal Alchemist, you can name them, just never really reached the heights of other American animation movies. But Demon Slayer did it, and I think that this next one is going to even take that to another height. We even saw 100 meters and Chainsaw Man do well at the box office as well because of this. So yeah, I think that this movie did a great job of setting a new standard for the genre. Let's see what you guys got to say. Thor and Love, a great poster. That's true. Weapons best of selections. Black screen. Woo. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know why it's my fault for mentioning Thor, Love and Thunder. This is an amazing show. Thank you, Stacy. I appreciate that. Sinners for the box office. No one expected to make any money, and we're terribly wrong. That's green. It was up there. It was probably number 2 behind Demon Slayer because of what it did. All time chicken jockey. Oh man, so many chicken jockeys. They went into the movies for Minecraft and tore the club up. Dark Room Movies, what's up? Never heard of Hello Love Again. I never heard of it until I did my research. TJ, good to see you. You guys are saying hi to each other. Demon Slayer. Just watched OG Neza and really liked it. About to watch part 2 tomorrow. Dal, message me and let me know what you think about it because I really like that movie. Let's see. It could be movies. Was excited. Peter Muse film felt like Sinners got snubbed. I'm sorry, but Sinners is gonna get celebrated later. Didn't see it, but that's a major accomplishment. Still have to see Demon Slayer, Infinity Castle, likewise Dark Room movies. Okay, what is next up on our list? So this is the end of the culture awards, right? And I want to commemorate. I believe that's the right word I just said. The dead. We had unfortunately, a lot of our artists die in 2025, unfortunately, and I really wanted to celebrate their lives, and I found some videos to do that. So I'm really excited to get into that. Black screen. Share this tab. There we go.
Focus on the fundamentals that we've gone over time and time again. And most important, don't get caught up thinking about winning or losing this game. If you put your effort and concentration into playing to your potential, to be the best that you can be, I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game, in my book, we're going to be winners.
You think if a man sincerely repents on what he done wrong, that he might get to go back to the time that was happiest for him, live there forever. Could that be what heaven's like?
You say no to life, and therefore you're not living. You're stuck in the same dead-end job you have been for years. You don't have a girlfriend. You don't have anything close to a girlfriend. And you lost the love of your life because she couldn't be with someone who didn't live theirs.
Wish there was a movie showing right now.
A film about our lives. Everything that's happened so far. And the last scene will just be us standing right here.
じゃあ所詮我々の幸せなど砂の上に建てた家同様強い風が吹けばそれまで
It's unmistakable, dear. It's the look every woman gets when she knows she's going to be a mother. Notice how tranquil she is. Though you might not see it, you can certainly feel that she's smiling. And every now and again, for no reason other than she's so happy with herself, she sighs.
It's time. Oh, I didn't think I was going to live past 40. I shouldn't have lived past 40, but I did. If my life's coming to an end, I really can't complain. I had a great life.
We deserve everything we get in this life.
I've never given any of my other films 4 out of 5. I give them 3 out of 5, or maybe once the Warriors gets a 4 out of 5. Nothing's 5 out of 5 yet. I've got to hit that one yet.
An endless barrage of visual information, which is, of course, being accompanied by an audio barrage, all being thrust at the audience in a one-way monolinear push from beginning to end. What the audience is to feel or decide at the end point here is already determined at the beginning point on all sorts of levels.
There is nothing greater than us all appreciating the value of our lives and other lives.
But I got more. A lot more. But hey, enough of my yakking. What do you say? Let's boogie.
Got your ass. I thank you so much. You're so generous just to show up and to be here to see little old me. It's beyond words.
And remember these 3 rules. Number 1, be cool. Number 2, have fun. Because if you're not having fun, how can you expect your friends to have a good time? And number 3, have courage.
To love is to suffer. To avoid suffering, one must not love. But then one suffers from not loving. Therefore, to love is to suffer, not to love is to suffer. To suffer is to suffer. To be happy is to love. To be happy, then, is to suffer, but suffering makes one unhappy. Therefore, to be unhappy, one must love, or love to suffer, or suffer from too much happiness. I hope you're getting this down.
What do you think of my new chin? Is it better than last year's?
Look at that face. Look at that body. And honey, the Lord blessed you with talent. You can sing.
I think I must be getting stronger because somehow I just don't feel threatened by her anymore.
To ask what the future of cinema is in the Philippines is like asking what the future of the Philippines is.
How am I to lead these people? They'll never believe me. They won't even listen.
I shall teach you what to say.
But I was their enemy. I was the Prince of Egypt, the son of the man who slaughtered their children. You've chosen the wrong messenger. How can I even speak to these people? I shall be with you, Moses.
You look like somebody just walked over your grave.
The decisions you make now, Bud, can't be changed, but with years and years of hard work to redo it. And in those years, you become something different. Everybody does as time passes. You get married, you get into debt, but you're never going to be the same person you are right now. And the tough thing about adulthood is that it starts before you even know it starts. When you're already a dozen decisions into it. No lifeguards watching anymore. You're on your own. You're your own man, and the decisions you make now are yours and yours alone from here until the end.
You all think of a tortoise as something slow, but I think about the burden he has to carry on his back. Yeah, it's for protection, but ultimately it's the coffin he's going to get buried in. And he has to drag that thing around his entire life? Go ahead and laugh. But he affected me. You know what I'm saying? He affected me.
That wasn't supposed to play yet. Well, rest in peace to all those great artists that passed away in 2025. So many legends from international to United States to Canada to other countries in Spanish countries. We lost so many people, and I just wanted to celebrate them real quick before we move on to the next section of the awards, because the artists matter, and a lot of those people, it really hurt. Especially Jason Whitlock, because that happened recently. So rest in peace to a lot of those people, and pray safe for their families and everything like that. I really just want to do that because I noticed a lot of awards, they miss out on so many. So shout out to Letterboxd. Also, you know, they're always for the community for that video. And yeah, thank you guys for talking about all the people that you missed that passed away and how much it hurt. And I appreciate all you guys. Let's get into the next section of the award show. This is going to be the Craft Awards. This section of the show is where we celebrate the parts of filming that brings the movies to life, the unsung heroes. A lot of times we focus on the actors and the characters and maybe even the top layer of the story, but the people who craft the film are as important as anybody else, right? As the studio, as a poster, as a trailer, as box office, the craft makers who make the movie. Without them, the movies do not get made well. You can have an actor, but you don't have someone to light them properly, it's just not going to work. So, hold up 1 second. Of course, this is out of order because no, it's not. So first up is one of my favorite categories, and that is best visual effects. If you believed it, they did their job. We have so many great visual effects artists out there every single year, just killing it all the time. It's really, really tough because they get into such a crunch. So I really appreciate it. I don't really like dogging on bad CGI and VFX or even practical effects because I know how hard it is getting it done in the time constraints that these people have. But I wanted to celebrate the best visual effects that I saw in 2025. So, boom. Here is the nominees for best visual effects. Avatar, Fire and Ash. Frankenstein. Better Man. How to Train a Dragon. How to Train Your Dragon. Mickey 17. Fantastic Four, First Steps. Final Destination, Bloodlines. Predator, Badlands. Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning. And the winner is of the best visual effects of 2025, Avatar, Fire and Ash. And honestly, who else could it be? James Cameron continues to always impress with the VFX for Avatar. They're always absolutely amazing. I absolutely love how this movie looks, how it feels. It engrosses you into the world in a way where you feel like you're on Pandora. There's no hiccups in the VFX for this. It's perfect craftsmanship for this movie, and it makes it a perfect theatrical experience. So shout out to Avatar, Fire and Ash. Congratulations to that winning. I wanted to shout out all these great movies that looked great, but I didn't think anything else was going to be able to beat Avatar. Rest in peace to the Remy Great Vampire has gone too soon. Zach and Chalamet team up for a venture movie. That would be fun. Rest in peace to all the actors. So we're not going to talk about the best cheeses of the year. I'm not sure what that means. Fancy. Big Frank. Avatar. World Snub. That movie had decent VFX. It wasn't that terrible. Frankenstein for me. That's fair. Frankenstein looked great. The presentation is fire, my guy. Wow. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Final Destination, though, practical and special effects meet excellency in it. Yes, I had to get it on there because that truck scene when the girl's head got crushed, absolutely amazing. You said best craft. I wasn't smart enough to catch on the joke, Kenny. Sometimes you're smarter than me, my guy. Sometimes you're smarter than me. Put in the comments down below what your favorite VFX moments have been in 2025. If some of them were missing on my list. Okay. So next up is another award from me, and that's best costume design. This is where fashion makes the character. Sometimes the way a character is dressed tells you everything you need to know about the character before they even open a word or you see their body language. Costume design can transport you to a different time period, or it can transport you to the future, or it can make you feel relevant into the present, or it can really transport you to another planet. Costume design is one of the most important crafts in making a movie what it is. Without it, people would just walk around naked, right? Or wearing t-shirts, and it would not be the best. So this is me shouting out the best costume design of 2025. Presentation of nominees, recognized achievement in costume design, the Zach Goulbourne Award. And shout out to my award design right here, even though this man is naked. First nominee is, here we go. Sinners, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Reflection in a Dead Diamond. I know a movie that you guys might not have heard of, but the costume design of this movie is immaculate. Hedda, another movie you guys might not have seen, but another way of costume design really being a character. Wake Up Dead Man. These guys were all fly in this movie. Avatar Fire and Ash. I know people saw it in the Oscars, but when I looked up costume design, it is designing even the visual effects costumes, because those have to look good too, and they look great in Avatar. How to Train Your Dragon really brought to life the animated movie. Wicked for Good. I know a lot of people are surprised to see this, but the costumes design in this film deserves to be heralded. And the winner is of Best Costume Design of 2025 goes to Frankenstein. What Guillermo del Toro was able to do with the costume design in this movie was transformative. Really doing a great job of bringing to life this gothic world that I feel like I was in, and it felt like a different reality to us, and it really brought to life not only the monster but all the characters in the movie. It was hard competition. There were so many other movies in here where I thought were great. There was even some movies that I didn't get to nominate that had great costume design, like The Ugly Stepsister and a couple other films like Marty Supreme, but these were the 10 that I thought were the best of 2025, and I thought Frankenstein stood on the best of the best. Let me know in the comments down below which ones you guys think should win. That's crazy center sequence. Yeah, man. VFX for me was Superman. Got you. I'm not big on VFX, just Superman. That's why I left it on the list. There's some janky stuff in there, especially that alien baby. Costume design, Big Frank. Hire Zach for the Oscars. I appreciate that. Sinners. I need to see Hedda. Yeah, man. Nita Costa did a great job. Tough choice. Hedda best costume. Hedda was good and Tessa was fine. I agree. Costumes and Hedda were great. Nice nomination. Thank you, Del. Big Frank for the win. Gothic chic. Frankenstein's definitely had excellent costumes. Still need to see watch Frankenstein. I don't know if you're gonna like it, but I say give it a watch. Good win for Frankenstein. I might have went with Sinners. Frankenstein is a beautiful film. Nah, Frankenstein had it for real, for real. Fantastic Four Steps had stunning visuals. I agree. I was considering giving them best costumes as well, because they had some great superhero costumes. So next up is gonna be this is part of costume design, but a separate art, right? Because sometimes you can do prosthetic stuff that makes someone look completely different. This is where the transformation for actors begin, where they completely lose themselves to something bigger. This is best makeup and hairstyling, and I'm happy and I'm honored to have someone in the chat right now to talk about this. So,
what are
hold up now. There we go.
What are I'm sorry. You caught me at like a really bad time. I was not expecting company so soon. So can you just like come back in a second? Thank you. Hi, we're back. For real this time. Okay. Hi, I'm Kiera, the host of Submedia Reviews. It's a podcast where we talk about movies, TV, and music that are at least 20 years old and examine them through a modern lens. We talk about whether or not they hold up today and if they're worth a rewatch. I also have a new video series on YouTube and so many more cool things that are happening in 2026. So as soon as you're done here, hop over to my channel, like, comment, subscribe, do all of that good stuff. We have great stuff coming this year, and I'm just happy to be here. I'm really excited to present the award that exemplifies the artists and creators who delivered the absolute best of the best makeup and hairstyling in 2025. Because here's the thing, great makeup and hairstyling is not about being flashy, okay? It's about immersion. When it's done right, you almost don't notice it. You just believe in it. But when it's done wrong, it's very distracting. You never want the most viral moment of your movie to be about the bad wigs. I mean, I'm looking at you, Tyler Perry.
Oh my God!
Makeup and hair can age someone 30 years, turn a human into a monster, place us in another century, or quietly tell us everything we need to know about a character without them even saying a word. It's storytelling, just with, foundation and prosthetics and wig glue, okay? So let's take a look at the nominees for Best Makeup and Hairstyling. First up, Marty Supreme. Because even in a movie about ping pong, the hair has to serve. Frankenstein. Because in this movie, even the stitches are seamless. Bring Her Back. I need to get my hands on the mascara that can survive demonic possession. The Smashing Machine. Because turning the rock into a boulder is not a small thing. The Ugly Stepsister. When the makeover montage goes off the rails. Reflection in a Dead Diamond. Do I spy with my little eye a prosthetic eye? Phoenician Scheme. Just because you're a nun doesn't mean you can't serve face. Superman. Because saving the world is hard, but maintaining that little curl, that's harder. Nouvelle Vague. Because even in black and white, the makeup has to pop. And finally, Hedda. When letting your hair down is both a vibe and a character arc. This category features movies that are full of transformation, artistry, and intention. Every nominee here reminds us that makeup and hairstyling isn't just about looking good. It's about becoming something else and immersing us in a story. And the winner of the Zach Attack Awards for the Best Makeup and Hairstyling in 2025 is... Frankenstein! Congratulations to Frankenstein, and a huge shout out to Mike Hill, the lead makeup director on this film. This kind of work doesn't just enhance the movie, it is the movie. Mike's artistry helped bring something inhuman to life, and that's kind of a big deal. That's the power of this craft. Thanks to all the incredible artists who make movie magic possible every day. One brushstroke, one wig, and one prosthetic at a time. I'm Kiera from Sub Media Reviews. I'm so happy to be here. So happy that Frankenstein won. And don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe. We talk about all kinds of stuff, okay? All right, now, y'all have a fantastic day, and I'll see y'all at the movies. Peace out. Edit this out, Zach. Hi, how you doing? Oh, I look beautiful. Okay. Zach, I hope you appreciate this. It took me hours to look like this, okay? Edit that out. Nouvelle Vogue. I can't. Nouvelle Vogue. A Vogue? Nouvelle Vogue. I like that better. Okay.
Oh man, thank you, Kiara, Sub Media Reviews, for that amazing presentation. You went all out for that. I thank you so much. That was really, really fun, and I was glad to be able to put a blooper reel in there because that whole section had me dying laughing. Yeah, you did a makeup, hairstyle, like she said, is so important, and she did a great job of really shouting out what made each of those incredible. So I'm really, really excited. Yes, and I did not edit it out. Edit that out. Let's see what all you guys had to say. I see some laughing. I see fire. Yep. I say sung blue for best makeup. I haven't seen that movie, so that's probably why I wasn't here. So at the end of this, Kiara's announcing that she got the award, right? Yeah, man. I might end up doing next year best presenter as one of the awards. You guys are laughing. Before the noms, I might go Frankenstein for hair and makeup. You were right. Peter thought it was funny. Forever throw shots at Tyler Perry. Facts. Kiara for best presenter. TJ was right. Facts. Big Frank. Facts. Hey, I called it, and it deserves it. Another win for Uncle Frank. Big Frank is the first movie with multiple awards so far. Thank you, It Could Be Movies, a.k.a. Kenny Sparks, for keeping track of the stats. Zach did not edit it out. Incredible presentation. The blooper reel, amazing. Kiara deserves 1 million subscribers. I agree. So cute. Hey, book squares and girls. Will you see They Will Kill You in cinema? I want to. I heard it wasn't good, but I want to. Ooh, can you do an award for best movie font? I'm gonna add that for next year. I like that. Thank you, Stacy. I'm gonna add that for next year. Okay. This is funny because you were just asking me, Stacy, about best production design, and that is what is up next. So Okay, dark screen. Why is there a dark screen? It shouldn't be a dark screen. Hold up now. Okay, hold on. I got it. Little technical difficulties because StreamYards likes to be annoying. Oh, well. Nominee. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I went backwards. This is old. Okay. Frankenstein. All right. Here we go. This is the nominees for Best Production Design. This is recognizing the achievement in production design. Here we go. Frankenstein. You know, Uncle Frank, man, out here getting nominated. One battle after another. Warfare. Phoenician Scheme. Sinners. Ballerina. F1. Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning. How to Train Your Dragon. Can't believe I misspelled that. Fantastic Four, First Steps. And the winner is of the Best Production Design of 2025 goes to Frankenstein. Frankenstein's production design was transformative. Some of the most beautiful sets that I've seen all year. Some of those sets told a story and brought everything to life. The giant tower was amazing. There was so many amazing sets in this film. All these movies deserve an award, but I really, really enjoyed the production design on that movie. I really, really liked how all that was set up. Let's see what you guys have to say. Boo, 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 boo. Thank you for joining. Thank you for always inviting me. Thank you for doing this. You did an amazing job. You are definitely someone I will invite for next year. You killed it, Kiara. Definitely. How long did it take you to put this together? So behind the scenes, I wasn't feeling good for the last 2 weeks. So I actually did all this in the last 4 hours. That's why I was like 10 minutes late. Well, actually, so all the presenters gave me their stuff by the 23rd. So that was last Friday. So I edited all that stuff the last 2 weeks. But all my presenting that I'm doing where I'm talking, that was in the last 4 hours. But all the presenters sent stuff early. So it's been a couple weeks of me editing stuff. The only person that sent something late was Kenny, but we ain't gonna talk about that. But I appreciate you shouting out all this, man. I appreciate that. Big Frank, Warfare, Sinners, some ballerina love for Assassin Mountain. Facts. Frank is sweeping. Another Frankenstein win. Big Frank 3. Frank Gostito. Dang, Frankenstein. Kenny Sparks and Zach, terrific. Thank you. What? Do you think there's a chance Conan O'Brien steps down for Oscar host so there's no pressure about the whole Reiner situation? Educate me on the Reiner situation. I don't know what that is. The Adderall bottle is empty. Kenny Shade. Kenny, stay late. Hope you're feeling better, bro. I appreciate that, Travis. Do you have a favorite Whoopi Goldberg performance? Ooh, I haven't seen a lot of her movies, so I don't think so. Oh, wow, Zach. That's a crazy turnaround. Thank you, Book Birds and Girls. Now, I will do better, though. I'll do better next time and get this stuff ready so I can even do more. It could be an alarm clock. Damn. Okay, lay off of Kenny. I was just joking. Lay it off. He's a deserved shade for me. No, I'll just lay it off. You know I like the best with you, Kenny. So yeah, next up, throughout the day or throughout the stream, I'm going to be showcasing the nominees for Best Picture, right? And the first nominee that I'm going to be showcasing is going to be a film that I think went really, really unappreciated. And that is Wake Up Dead Man. This is from Art Lean. He did a little edit of it. It's really, really short, but it's one of my favorite movies that I wish got more play. So here you go.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. It's been a week since my last confession. For the past 9 months, I've seen the way you tend this flock, and I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No, Monsignor, I don't.
You're poisoning this church. I'll do whatever it takes to save it.
To cut you out like a cancer.
5 Our Fathers, 5 Hail Marys.
I got 100 on my dash, got 200 in my name in the grab bags, put my Bible in the like a rocker on the top of my binocular. How can I make a popular? Papa when I walk, see I'm living with anxiety. Ducking this, fucking up the system, I ain't fucking with society.
All right, stop. Here's what's gonna happen. Benoit freaking Blanc and I are gonna ask you all some questions, and you're gonna answer them. We're gonna get to the bottom of who killed Monsignor Wicks and why, and then that's it.
One thing I gotta learn how to do is make it that it doesn't just move to the next one automatically. I'm like, come on. Is there a button I can do that? Let me see. Loop list, shuffle playlist. How do I make it so it doesn't autoplay? If anybody knows how to do it so that the playlist doesn't autoplay, let me know. But yeah, that was one of the nominees for Best Picture tonight, and that's Wake Up Dead Man. I enjoyed that movie so much. It came out late in the year, and I guess that's why. I don't think it was at any festivals, but it definitely is one of the better movies that came out this year. Rob Reiner and family was at Conan O'Brien's house the night before. Conan's likely going to be involved in the trial. I don't think that's going to affect him hosting. As long as I think if he was involved with the murder, then they would have probably pulled him. But I don't think that's going to draw any attention to it. He's hosting, so no one's going to ask him about it. Favorite Whoopi Goldberg performance was her Law and Order episode, acting masterclass. Oh, nice. What do you think will win Best Production Design this year? Odyssey? Definitely the Odyssey. The Color Purple was weak acting from Whoopi. Oh, wow. Josh O'Connor's a star. I agree, and his name is going to pop up again throughout the night. I like Wake Up Dead Man a lot, but it's the third best Knives Out for me. 2, 1, 3. Mine is 3, 2, 1. I think I think Wake Up Dead Man is the favorite and the best Knives Out movie so far. But they're all great. Just because I think the first one is not the worst one, but my least favorite doesn't mean it's not an amazing movie. The Academy did not appreciate Wake Up Dead Man. I agree. Enjoyed Wake Up Dead Man. Fire edited. I must have missed Wake Up Dead Man. You got to go check it out, man. It's on Netflix. I like Wake Up Dead Man. Josh, really terrific in the Mastermind and Rebuilding from this year. Yeah, he's going to be in another award that I call the MVP/Iron Man. I had to change the name because of copyright reasons, but he's going to be in there too because of how many movies he were in this year and how great he was in. But we're going to be moving on to the next award, and that is going to be the Best Cinematography. Every frame, a painting in this category can make a movie feel magical. It can make a movie look terrible as well. Cinematography is one of the most important things that you can have in a film. It really crafts its own story, builds the environments. The color coding can make you feel sad. It can make you feel excited. It can really draw you in. Cinematography is so important, it's ridiculous. And here to present the best cinematography of 2025 is my boy, TJ Billups.
Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Welcome, everyone, to the Zach Goulbourne Movie Awards of 2026. My name is TJ Billups, YouTuber, human, lover, actor, you get it, and I am presenting the award for Best Cinematography. If there is one thing you all should know about me, it's that I love a film with great cinematography. Cinematography is a key aspect into telling a story from a visual standpoint. Cinematography can push the narrative forward. If anything, it represents visual diaries of movies, and I believe it should be way more appreciated because it is powerful. In fact, it is so powerful that A24 fans will gaslight themselves into thinking that them watching a movie is good because of the cinematography. Yeah, I know, I'm going after the A24 community because according to some of them, as long as the vibes are there, who cares about the story? And that's how you end up with movies like Lamb. But anyways, I'm kind of rambling. Here are the nominees for Best Cinematography. Sinners. Wake Up Dead Man. One Battle After Another. 28 Years Later. Reflection in a Dead Diamond. Avatar, Fire and Ash. No Other Choice. F1. Hamnet. And Train Dreams. And the award goes to... That was my very poor impression of a drum roll. I'm sorry. But the award goes to No Other Choice. So congratulations, No Other Choice. And thank you, Zach, for giving this movie acknowledgement because... The Academy's not doing it. And of course, as always, thank you, Zach, so much for inviting me to be a part of your show. This was fun, and I look forward to the rest of the ceremony. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Just saying, you know, some pretty funny stuff on there, you know? Support me. Guys, I'm joking. Not really.
TJ, who, as always, shout out and congratulations to No Other Choice. One of the most gorgeous films I've ever seen in my life. There's a lot of great looking movies that came out this year. We saw a lot of people talk about Sinners. I saw a lot of people talk about Train Dreams, the cinematography that is amazing. There's so many different films that looked amazing, but No Other Choice was amazing looking, and it was part of the story. It told so much in that movie. So No Other Choice is definitely one of the best technical films that was created. But yeah, shout out to TJ taking shots at A24. But I love him. I love him. So I'm one of those people you're talking about, but I get it. I get it. Let's see what you guys had to say. What were your predictions? All right. Come on, Sinners. Kenny was rooting for Sinners. Dell, new director of the 21st century, a new vision of cinema. Nice. He said my name right here. That's me. It was you. Everybody hype for TJ. The sweatshirt is the bluest of blues. Sinners is for cinematography for you. Let's see. TJ coming after A24. TJ's always a good time. A24 catching strays. TJ predicts Strangers Chapter 3 will win Best Cinematography in 2026. Inside joke for you guys. Why shots at Lamb, my heart? Yeah, me too. Leave my little lamb alone. You picked Weapons, even though it was nominated. Weapons had phenomenal cinematography as well. So Candy was like, you're not going to come at Lamb. He said it twice. Forgot about Train Dreams. Great cinematography there too. Yup. Train Dreams was phenomenal. I picked Hamnet, Song Sung Blue Weapons among nominees. I say No Other Choice. Yeah, Hamnet was beautiful as well. Dan, you really like Song Sung Blue? I'm at the Brewers game right now. Stop by to show some love. Go Zach. Appreciate you, Sully. Appreciate you. We got to get you on the as a presenter next year. Got to get you on as a presenter next year. Still need to see No Other Choice. Yeah, man, it's worth going to the theaters. It's an amazing movie. Kiara's like, I love the support me threat. Oh man, yeah, Kenny, the Train Dreams was phenomenal. The shot transitions, No Other Choice, were so creative. Oh my god, editing was amazing. Wonderful dogs in that movie, very polite dogs. Yes, definitely in No Other Choice. Up next, we're going to be rolling around. We're celebrating the people who makes the movies, makes the best parts of the movies. And I'm going to be talking about the best sound. This is where the immersion in a movie becomes real. Sound can really make or break a film. You can feel a movie feels really, really empty, even though a lot is going on, if the sound design is not great. If the sound design is not immersing you in every bullet, every explosion, every cry, every creak, every crunch, it can make the movie fall flat. But if it does, when you're in the theater, it can immerse you in a world like no other. And I think these movies that I'm going to talk about right now are the best of the best when it comes to sound design. And I'm sharing the wrong tab. There we go. So these are the nominees for the achievement in, oh, this is production design. Hold up now. Oh, best sound. I forgot to change the wording. But Warfare, Avatar, Fire and Ash, Sinners, One Battle After Another, Sarat, It Was Just an Accident, F1, Bring Her Back, Ballerina, Wicked for Good. And the winner is for Best Sound Design, Warfare. Anyone that saw this movie knows the sound design for this film is amazing and immersive. I just remember being in that theater and feeling like I was in the fight with them. Every explosion, every bullet, every cry and scream of someone feeling pain was amazing. One of the best theatrical experiences I had all year. And if you have a really great sound system at home, it's going to be amazing at home as well. So congratulations to Warfare, a movie that went criminally underrated this year. This definitely should have been nominated for best sound design at the Oscars and other awards because it had one of the best. It was the best of the year. Warfare. TJ says, support me. Warfare would be my sound pick. You were right. I picked Mission Impossible if nominated. Mission Impossible was right there, man. Every time Kenny says Warfare, all pictures women working out in the 80 synth beat for some reason. I need some Ciroc. I need to see Ciroc. Oh, Ciroc. Okay. I truly love Zach's voice. I truly love Zach's voice as he's doing nominations. He sounds like he's at the Oscars doing a real good presentation. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Akers. You don't understand. That's the best compliment I've gotten in a long time. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I've seen some of these movies listed, but not most of these I haven't. Yeah, man. Add them to your watch list. Do you want a sequel to Warfare with a different battle? Interesting. I don't know, because this movie is so personal and it's based on something that really happened in someone's memories. I don't think I would want a sequel. I would just rewatch Warfare. It was so good. But I would like someone to take what they did here and bring it and do a different story with a different name and take the innovations here and bring it into other movies. Okay, next up. Sound design is perfect. It's great. You need great sound design, but you also need a fantastic score, right? And this next nominee is going to be talking about the best scores of 2025. She's in the chat. She's one of the best. Her name is Cece.
Hi. Hello, everyone. Cece Clemens at Cece Clemens at CECECLEMONS. So today I'll be providing the nominees for Best Score. This award exemplifies the best of the best when it comes to musical scores in 2025. I mean, I love music. The music and me, we get along very well. And for some reason in the year 2025, music soundtracks, particularly original scores, and me went together really bad. Very glad to be able to present the nominees for this award. So let's get it going. Okay. The nominees are Sinners. Next, One Battle After Another. Hamnet. I've heard many great things about Hamnet, but I heard that it's going to make you emotional and cry, and I don't have the mental capacity for that. Not knowingly. So I'm going to wait on that one. I'm not trying to be emotionally wrecked. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to do that right now. So, but yeah, anyways, Hamnet. F1. Frankenstein. Just Frankenstein. This one this version gave very much Frankenstein. Marty Supreme. With his toxic behind, just toxic. This should have been called just toxicity. Train Dreams. Tron Ares. Dun, give me something to believe in. Shame. The Phoenician Scheme. The Phoenician Scheme. The Phoenician Scheme. The Phoenician Scheme. The Phoenician. The Phoenician. One of those has to be it. One of them they got it. Last but not least, Zootopia 2. I don't know the name of the song or how it goes, but whatever that song Shakira did made me want to do this. Okay. So those are the nominees, and the winner is... Got my little ghetto card here. Let's go. Sinners! I ain't gonna lie, that was fun. That was really catchy. That was catchy. Okay, very glad to see Sinners win in this category for best score. Definitely deserved. Crazy lineup for 2025, as you could see. Lots of banger scores, but Sinners definitely rightfully has earned this one. I know Zach G will talk more about that when he gets to it, but absolutely great win. Thank you for allowing me to present the nominees and the winners for this category. But question, so I'm trying to figure out. We were missing some nominees here, and I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand what we were missing. Fantastic Four. What? It was just that one song, though. I'm not gonna lie. It was cool, but I get it. I get it. I'm really just messing. That's really why I wanted to present this category in hopes that Fantastic Four was a nominee, so I could do that, and it wasn't, so I had to make sure I included that in there. Personal favorite is gonna be between Tron Ares and Predator Badlands. No, I'm cutting that out. All right, that's it, y'all. Appreciate you, Zach, once again. Peace out. Make sure y'all drink that water now here. Back to you, Zach.
As always, CC being very entertaining and the best. But shout out to Sinners being on the board, like you guys says. Sinners had an amazing score that I still listen to this day. So amazing. Everything, the way it brings the Mississippi blues into your heart and soul and your mind, and really colors the movie itself. The movie is about music, right? And ownership, and it only deservedly so deserves to win best score. It's the only score in music that won a Grammy of any movie. So Sinners is the definite winner. Yeah, I should have added an 11th one just to add Fast 4 in there, but you got it off. You got it off. You know what I mean? Let's see what you guys got to say. Oh, hold on. Let me see. What are you calling the trophies? Zachy, Golby, something else? The Zacks. We're giving out the Zacks. It means an acronym that I don't remember right now, but I'll tell you later. CC. Dell has Sinners for score. He was on. You guessing he's really good. Do you know me, Dell? Oh snap. That's the weirdo. The best kind of weirdo. CC. My favorite category. Imran, what's up? We already showed you, man. People was like Imran when they saw you. CC, Fantastic Four. Best score, Mastermind. Best heist movie ever. Mastermind score was really strong. That jazzy feel. CC has such a great personality. I agree. I feel you, CC. No emotions right now. Toxic Supreme is right. Yeah, that's what it should have been called. Marty Supreme is my motivation for life. Dream big. The shame sound will forever be hilarious. Facts. Deadass, how do you pronounce that damn movie? The P Scheme. CC, you're hilarious. Sinners. Finally your Sinners win. Hey, Sinners on the board. CC unwittingly delivered the title Finishing Scheme exactly like an actor in Wes Anderson. So Stacy says, I love her. CC's right though. Yes, Sinners won. You're amazing, CC. Zach doing another dirty edit. CC's the best. You didn't cut nothing out. Will you see Devil Wears Prada 2 in cinema? Do you think it'll be a hit? I love the first Devil Wears Prada, so I'm definitely seeing it in cinemas, no matter what the Rotten Tomato score is. Do you think Eddie Murphy Pink Panther will get made this year or be delayed? What's your anticipation level for this movie? I didn't even know that he was doing a Pink Panther adaptation. I'm down. Because I didn't know, I'm not sure. Colleen Marie said CC is adorable. Hey Colleen, what's up? Akers says the Zacks. Yeah, man, the Zacks. I'm gonna remember what the acronym means, but yeah, definitely the Zacks. Next up is a new category that I don't think I've done before, and a category that should have been nominated and made in so many award shows for decades, and that is stunts and choreography. This is a category sponsored by Gravity and the people who ignore it. Stunts really are not just about action films. It's about the dancing in films, or people falling in a film, or anybody doing anything dangerous that they can get hurt. So many films, and it's so important. This is shouting out the movies that have the best stunt crew in 2025, and I'm really excited to show you guys the nominees. If it will do it. Of course it's not, so I gotta do it again. I gotta remember to stop the thing and do the thing and do the thing. Boom. Here we go. Here are the nominees for best. I forgot to remove this production design thing. My bad. That's what happens when you do things in 4 hours. The best stunts and choreography of 2025. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. F1. One battle after another. Ballerina. 28 years later. Warfare. Predator Badlands. Marty Supreme. Wicked for Good. Avatar Fire and Ash. And the winner is Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning. The man that deserves it all, that man is Tom Cruise. No matter how you feel about the film itself and the story and how they kind of jumbled up the first act, the stunts in this movie are mind-blowingly amazing. Tom Cruise continues to put his life on the line to entertain us, and this movie had the best stunts of 2025. Hands down. This is a movie that's rewatchable. Well, you might fast forward a little bit through the beginning just to see the amazing stunts. The submarine thing blew my mind. I had my breath holding so long, maybe just like him in that scene. And the airplane one, my heart dropped down into my stomach, hoping like, oh my God, how does man survive this? Tom Cruise deserves all the awards for everything he does to sacrifice his body, even at his old age is 60 or 55 or whatever he is right now, and to entertain us like this. And this is the final Mission Impossible. He did an amazing job on this movie. So yes, definitely the best stunt work in 2025 is Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Did you see Father, Brother, Sister, Brother? Do you like any of the film Jim Jarmusch movies? Which ones perhaps you like? Night on Earth, I think that is a fun one for you. I saw the trailer for that movie, but I thought it came out this year, so I haven't seen it yet. I think it is coming wide this year, and I'll put it on my watch list, and I'll put that director on my watch list. Them kids from Weapons jumping around through windows better be nominated. That's true. I definitely should have put that on there. That is hilarious. You was right. MI8. Yeah, he went off her as per usual. The fact that he got on a plane upside down like for real is he wildin'. MI is a great pick for stunts. Too bad they were all an hour apart. Oh snap, watch this one. Stunts were great. Yes, Mission Impossible deserved it. Yes, absolutely. The movie is probably the worst movie in the franchise, but it has some of the best stunts in the franchise of all time. The dichotomy. Hey, Just Entertainment said, hey Zach, how is it going? It's going great, man. I'm having a blast doing my award show. I'm always so worried, and then it ends up being a great time. Let's see. Let's continue celebrating the craft. And next up is people who, and some of the best filmmakers do this, right? No source material, no safety net, just a story. Some of the best filmmakers can make something out of nothing, and this category celebrates that. That is, hold up a minute. There you go. That is the best original screenplay of 2025. Original screenplays were very big in 2025. When you think about F1, you think about Sinners, you think about Weapons, you think about trying to think of other movies that was original, or One Battle After Another. So many screenplays that just came out of nowhere. Marty Supreme a little bit. It's a little bit inspired by a real person, but it's like a fantastical version of it. Were so amazing. And some of the best movies, and we need more original ideas to continue push forward and inspire. So this is the presentation for best original screenplay by one of my favorite YouTubers right now, and that is Movies and Us Pod.
Hello, my name is Jennifer Hahn.
And I'm Sarah Callan.
And we are from the...
Hold up now. There we go. Sorry.
Hello, my name is Jennifer Hahn.
And I'm Sarah Callan.
And we are from the Movies and Us podcast. We are so excited to be here introducing a category as part of Zach's Oscars that he is hosting. And gosh, before we dive in, we have to say we're big fans of Zach. Just so insightful and also so engaging and hilarious in the way that he thinks about and comments on films. We recently got to review Avatar Fire and Ash with him and Kenny, and it was an absolute hoot, but also just so deeply insightful in how he thinks about films. So thank you, Zach. We're so grateful to be here and introduce this category.
Yeah, absolutely. This is going to be so much fun. Honestly, it was almost impossible to choose a category because there's so many good ones and there's so many great films from 2025. It was very hard to pick, but we have chosen the Best Original Screenplay category. So this award exemplifies the original screenplays that were the best of the best in 2025.
I'm really quite thrilled that we get to talk about this category because the screenplay is the root origin of what gets created at the end. And whether the film works or not, the characters, a story arc, whether it's cathartic at the end, lives and dies at its beginning from the screenplay. And it's just really exciting and inspiring to see writers and directors and creative teams really rally behind a story that is worth funding, supporting, casting, and being told on the big screen. So we've got quite a docket today, but this is always an exciting category to celebrate really creative, fresh ideas, which we love to get to talk about.
Yes, and there were so many of those in 2025. This is an absolutely stacked category. All right. Should we hear the nominees?
Let's read them off. Sarah, do you want to read them off?
Sure. All right.
Okay.
So, the nominees for the Best Original Screenplay are Sinners, Marty Supreme, It Was Just an Accident, Sorry Baby, Weapons, Eddington, Twinless, Wake Up Dead Man, The Phoenician Scheme, Sister Midnight, Sentimental Value.
Wow, this is a good list. This is an incredible crop of films that really cover quite a large spectrum as well. You have everything from like Sorry Baby to Eddington. Any favorites? Any that you want to personally like sprinkle a little more magic dust on, go to bat for on this list?
I'm just happy that I'm not the one making this decision because it's so hard to choose. I think like some of my favorites in here, I have no say in this, but I loved Sentimental Value. I think the writing in it is absolutely brilliant. The framing device in that is brilliant. I really loved It Was Just an Accident. And I think the way that that film is the way that that story unfolds is very interesting. But I think if I were forced to pick one, I would probably go with Sinners. For me, it was the best 2025 film, and that screenplay is absolutely phenomenal. But what about you? Do you have some favorites in this list?
Yeah, actually, Sarah and I on our pod do a top 10 films watched in 2025 episode, and Sorry Baby and Sinners are 1 and 2 on my list. So I have to kind of bat for those because I loved and adored them. And if I had to pick a third, I would say Marty Supreme, perhaps. It really does live up to a lot of the hype that it's getting. So, gosh, those are probably my 3 picks. They're so different from each other, but I think each of these films have a clear thesis and a cathartic journey for the characters that go on a whole set of circumstances that they face in each of these films. So those are my 3 that I'll go to bat for, and all for different reasons too.
That's great choices, but we've yapped long enough. The time has come. We need to know who the winner is. So, Jen, would you like to announce who the winner of the 2025 Best Original Screenplay is?
All right. So, the winner for Best Original Screenplay of 2025 is, drumroll please, it is.
Yes!
I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased. Yes, correct.
Perfection.
That is the correct answer. Yes. I think what's most impressive about Sinners is the way that it is able to take this established genre that is so beloved. It is entertaining, but so deeply layered, and it'll rip your heart out while also entertaining you the whole way through. So, my gosh, Sinners is an incredible, incredible piece of work. And I think its legacy, I've always said this, its legacy will last far beyond this single year. I think the true appreciation of what Sinners is doing is yet to be fully unearthed and discovered and appreciated by the film world and the rest of the world. So happy.
So happy. All right. Sinners is the winner. we'll see what other awards Sinners racks up and what other movies are going to win.
Have myself on mute. Thank you for Movies and Us podcast. I've worked with them twice now, and they're really great. Someone said that they're really wholesome. They're amazing. I love them so much for what they did there. They did a great job, and all the love that you showed me, right back to you. Definitely go sub to them and go check out their podcast on all the places that you listen on podcasts on, and follow them on Instagram as well. And everybody else, drop all your stuff in the chat so we can all continue to build this community. But yeah, Sinners, right? It was the most impressive screenplay I saw this year. Just alone that scene inside the juke joint alone, right? The juke joint into the vampires coming was going to make it win, right? It's no screenplay is perfect, but this one is as close to perfect as you can get. So yeah, Sinners is definitely the winner here. There was no other choice. Other than no other choice, but that's not an original, that's an adapted screenplay. So let's see what you guys got to say. Who's your most underrated performer of the year? That's probably Josh O'Connor. Not enough people are talking about what he's done this year in like 5 movies. Sinners better win this one. Who's a performer you think is doing good, but you say slow your roll? I think Sydney Sweeney needs to slow her roll. I think she's doing too much. With the Kiara. Sinners for a screenplay, but maybe One Battle After Another. One Battle After Another is an adapted screenplay, right? I had that in adapted. Did I have that in original? I think that's supposed to be adapted. If I had an original part, my bad. But I think One Battle After Another is adapted. It's adapting the book. What director did better than you thought for 2025, but still did get better? That's interesting. I'm not sure. I have to really think about that one. Movies and Us pod are good peoples. Yep. I know one thing. I know what better win. Gonna have to go sub to these ladies. They give us such wholesome vibes. Just finished subscribing to all the presenters that we already weren't subscribed to. Gotta support everybody we can. I appreciate that. That's why I love doing this and have everybody on. I love Sorry Baby, but Sinners better win or we jump in Zach. They did a podcast episode with you. Nice. I can't wait to see that. Or is it out already? Because I didn't see. TJ Billups subbed. I saved myself. My black card is secure for another 30 minutes. It's always secure, man. Zach lives to see another day. You safe. Just 30 minutes. That's hilarious. Jen and Sarah are the best. Yes, they are. Need to see that Irish jig scene again. Facts on Sydney. Sinners 2, Big Frank 3 is the only films with multiple Zachs. Thank you. It could be movies, aka Kenny Sparks, for keeping the stats alive. So we just talked about one of the most important things that happens in film, and that's original screenplays. But on the opposite side of that, this is also important. Adapted screenplays are important. Bring to life our favorite media, whether it's coming from books, a poem, movies, another movie or a TV show, or just somewhere from some other inspiration that is on paper or on audio, even if it's a song, right? Taking something great and making it new is a major skill that many do not possess. Either a lack of understanding of the material or trying to take big swings can ruin an adaptation. But these writers know how to strike the balance. So here we're going to be talking about if this works correctly. Hold on 1 second. Let's remove that. Let me go here. Of course, it's not working correctly because, YouTube doesn't like me, so I have to do this black screen every couple seconds. Here we go. Here are the nominees for the best adapted screenplay. Let's go. One Battle After Another. Hamnet. Begonia. Frankenstein. No Other Choice. Train Dreams. Die My Love. The Smashing Machine. Roofman. Oops, I forgot to take the machine off. The Long Walk. And the winner is for the best adapted screenplay of 2025 is One Battle After Another. What an amazing film that tackles so many topics while still being fun, funny, insightful, and has some of the best characters of 2025. I absolutely love One Battle After Another. I'm going to be gushing about that movie a little later in this live stream as we talk about the main event and we get into some of the bigger awards of the year. But I think that they took everything from that book that comes from like the 60s, talking about the Vietnam War and the propaganda and the things that were happening there, and bringing it to life here and showing how relevant that book was, because a lot of the things that was in the book are happening right now. This and Editing are two films that are so relevant to what's going on in the United States and in the world in general. And I think One About Another screenplay is so good. It's a satire on revolutionaries that are not doing a good job in the left, and also the right and really high racist people, making fun of both of them while showing a story of a father trying to do the best for a daughter. And yeah, I really love One Battle After Another. They didn't do a podcast episode with me though. I would love to. I was saying their presentation. Oh, felt like a podcast episode. Yes, because that's how they do. Zach's have a nice ring to it. Thank you. Sorry, One Battle Another is adapted and should win. For me, The Long Walk is a close second. I did not like Oba. I just don't see what everyone does, and that's fair. The Long One got robbed. Damn. I love The Long Walk. Very impressive adaptation, because people just walking seems like something that wouldn't work. But if you love The Long Walk, keep watching. Keep watching. They're going to pop up again. They're going to pop up again. Something that's also really important in films are scenes. When you know the moment, the one that replayed in your head all year, well-crafted scene can transcend a movie and live on in the zeitgeist forever. This category celebrates the most memorable scenes of 2025. And for that, hold on one second, wait a minute. Put my back in it. Put my back in it. Where are these people? Actually, maybe not say put my back in it. That's kind of wild. Hold up. Where is it? Oh, there it is. We're gonna be talking about the best one. So
by movies, and what's going on, everybody? This is Travis from Candid at the Movies, one of the many hosts of Candid at the Movies, and I will be presenting you tonight the best scene of 2025. Now, scenes in movies can make or break a movie. A bad movie can have an amazing scene, and even a great, astounding movie can have a scene that'll just have you sitting back like, how did they do this? And I'm going to present you the many nominees and the winner of the best scene of 2025. The Desert Chase, One Battle After Another. The Final Chase, Weapons. The Juke Joint Dance Scene, Sinners. The Submarine Escape, Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning. The Bone Temple, 28 Years Later. The Final Fight, Nizatu. The Hamlet Play, Hamnet. Attempted Murder, No Other Choice. The Fight, Splitsville. The Phone Call, Wake Up Dead Man, A Knives Out Mystery. And the winner for best scene in 2025 movies is The Final Fight, Nizatu. Congratulations to Nizatu. Also, congratulations to all of the nominees and to everyone that enjoyed all of the movies of 2025. That was your best scene of the year. This is Travis from Candid at the Movies. We'll catch y'all later. Peace.
Okay, I know this would be a controversial one because obviously a lot of people love Sinners, and the juke joint scene is top 3 best scenes of the year for me. Transcending scene that's so creative. But for me, Nezatu's last final battle it blew my mind. And yes, thank you, Cece. As someone that saw the movie, because I know a lot of people didn't get to see the movie in North America, the final battle scene, from the moment Neza lands and see that all his people may be dead, to all the discoveries that we get about all the different things that were going on in the storylines, to the actual animation, how gorgeous it is, the fighting, and then the way it shows what the movie was actually about. The final battle scene was peak. As TJ said, he felt fried after watching it. He was blown away. And everybody that I know that watched this movie, other than Kenny because he fell asleep, another shade at Kenny, knows like the last 20 to 30 minutes of this movie is actually mind-blowing. So I know Sinners is definitely one of those scenes that's amazing. The One Battle After Another chase scene is amazing. The chase scene in Weapons is amazing. There's so many amazing final scenes or scenes in 2025. But Neza 2 just tops them all for me. So I knew when I picked the winner, I was like, oh boy, here comes the bullets. But I gotta be, I can't rely on peer pressure. I gotta be true to myself. And that is a scene that blew my mind and I kept thinking about all year. That's the number one. Obviously, there's multiple scenes, but that was the one. Let me see what you guys got to say. I already know it's gonna be a bunch of sinners. Let's see. Peter Miss Film, what's up, man? Sinners better win this one too. He's about to earn 30 more minutes. I guess I lost 30 minutes because I didn't earn it. Weapons for me for best scene. Weapons is a great scene. If a Weapons isn't nominated, I may need to clock out. Sinners has the best scene, period. That's fair. That's fair. Okay, never mind. She must have saw the Neza scene, and that's why she said that. Oh, even Drew said juke joint dance better win this. Oh no. The tie red shirt combo is fire. Yeah, man. Man came all tied up for me. Thank you, Travis. Better get that lamppost out of here before TJ comes for you. I love that we have Zach Attack. Oh, I said Zach Attack. Don't remember my name change. Zach Goulbourne Movie Awards lore now and jokes. Kiara was not happy with the best scene. Oh hell no. I haven't seen Neza, so that's fair. Kenny was like, what in the tar nation? Turn. Oh man. Kenny Shade. Thanks, useless. Kenny catches strays. 30 minutes subtracted. Now that final battle was bussing. Everybody laughing. The Drew Train scene will go down in history as an iconic moment in the history of American cinema. I'm sure Neza 2 was great finale, but is anything beyond that? I understand that. I totally understand that. But the final battle in Neza 2 was so magnificent. The cultural impact for Sinners definitely will last longer than Neza because most people haven't seen it. But for me, for my personal taste, when I rewatch a movie and what I think is the scene that I like for my personal taste, it's Neza 2's final battle, especially at the end when you find out what the movie's actually talking about. The injustice that it was talking about was great. If you were one of these movies from this year, which would you pick? If I was one of these movies from this year, I would want to pick the safest movie that I could pick. I'm trying to think what movie I nominated that's that's safe because all these movies, Hamnet is not great. They got the plague in there. I don't want to go in Sinners as vampires running around. Damn, I don't know. I gotta think about that. Kenny is not having it. Listen, it's comparable to Cell versus Gohan fight. It's better than the Cell versus Gohan fight. We see final battles all the time. Sinner was transcended for a reason. I don't agree. We don't see amazing final battles all the time. Not like this. What animated movie do you think would nominate for Best Picture next year? Oh, I'm hoping Beyond the Spider-Verse is nominated. Long Walk. Long Walk for what? Long Walk for what? Long Walk for what? Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so we're wrapping up the craft awards. We're going to maybe the most popular craft in movies, and that's Best Director. Directors don't just make movies, they build worlds. Decide what we see, what we feel. Sometimes they have their heads up their ass so much like Quentin Tarantino, and sometimes they're cutie patooties like Guillermo del Toro. But we are here to celebrate the directors of 2025 that brought their best A game, and here we
What
go.
is happening, y'all? If you don't know me, I'm Mike from Mike's Film Fix, and I'm here to represent actually a couple of categories. We'll just talk about one for right now, and the first of which that I'm covering is for Best Director. Now, we had some crazy directorial feats this year, and I feel like a lot of the best ones here were selected for this category as the nominations. I will say though, Zach, what are we doing? Where's my begonia love, dude? Anyways, we get movies about twins taking down racists and vampires. We get a movie about a guy who's uncovering a secret going on in a church. A movie where kids get weaponized, a movie where a terrorist is trying to save his daughter while his arch enemy is trying to enter some sort of like KKK faction. You get the return of Big Jim, one of the greats. A ton of great stuff, of course. So, without further ado, I say we get on to the nominees. For Best Director, we have Ryan Coogler from Sinners, obviously, one of the greatest movies of 2025. Ryan Johnson, the man who divided us all on Star Wars, for Wake Up Dead Man. Makes sense that he's on here for Wake Up Dead Man. Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another. Great film. Josh Safdie for Marty Supreme, the movie that made me want to learn how to play ping pong. Guillermo del Toro for Frankenstein. It's a fantastic movie, man. It's, gothic horror at its best right there. Zach Kreger for Weapons. My goat. Best of the year. Alex Garland and Ray Mendoza for Warfare. Absolutely loved this movie. Park Chan-wook for No Other Choice. Of course, a foreign film getting its debut, getting its representation here. Gotta love it. Michelangelo Covino for Splitsville. And Big Jim James Cameron for Avatar, Fire and Ash. And the winner for Best Director is Park Chan-wook for No Other Choice. Gotta love seeing a foreign director taking away the win here. Again, if y'all don't know me already, go follow me on YouTube. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, any social media you can think of. I'm probably on there. So yeah, go check out my stuff, please and thank you. And thank you, Zach, for inviting me on to present the awards.
Yeah, I knew this was going to be another controversial one. Ryan Coogler was my second. He was like right there under there, but No Other Choice. I know that this is a movie that's not getting the love it deserves this award season, so a lot of people feel like they haven't heard of it. If you don't know who Park Chan-wook is and you haven't seen his films, he did Old Boy, Handmaiden. He's a legendary director. Got to get your international, especially Korean director filmmaking iconography. Iconography? I don't think that's a word. Filmography up. He's a legendary director. No Other Choice was the best directed film I saw all year. From beginning to end, no hiccups. Perfect pacing, perfect transitions, perfect messaging in terms of how the movie displayed what it wanted to say. It looked amazing, sound amazing, and had some of the best scenes that I've seen all year. And obviously one of them was in Best Scene. So I definitely think you should check out No Other Choice before you disagree. I love Ryan Coogler directing of Sinners, and I think he should win Best Director at the Oscars since Park Chan-wook is not nominated. But at the Zach Goulbourne Awards, Park Chan-wook got it. So I know a lot of people didn't get to see it yet. Unfortunately, it came out in December, so people probably were in holiday mode, so they didn't get to check it out. But yeah, No Other Choice is definitely the best directed movie I've seen all year. All righty then. Let me see what's going on, man. A lot of Cooglers. Wait, are we actually getting Beyond the Spider-Verse? Can't wait. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to come out this year. It got pushed from last year to this year. Calling Guillermo del Toro a cutie patootie was not on my bingo card. Hey, I'm comfortable in my masculinity. I can call anybody cutie patootie if I want to. Will Doomsday have King Thanos, also live action Miles Morales? I think King Thanos is probably going to happen in Secret Wars. No Miles Morales, though. Yeah, where's the Begonia Love? It got nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay. Cool for director. The Toro calls you. He's like, what should I do? What do you suggest? Do Darkwing, Gargoyles. I want him to do Gargoyles. Cool for best director. Word Begonia should at least got costume design for that last scene. Oh God. Ryan Coogler is my vote. A lot of people love Ryan Coogler. The Martin Sheen director looks. Yo, when I was looking up this picture, I thought it was Shia LaBeouf too. That's so funny. Ryan, please. Probably gonna give it to the director of The World of Worlds. That's disrespectful. He's coming up behind you. Zach, your voice actor for Zootopia 3 as what animal you play? I would play one of the birds. I want to be one of those birds. Yep, I knew it. That is not War of the Worlds. And I told you to watch No Other Choice, Kenny, and you didn't watch it. I know I'm sounding Sinners biased, but Ryan Coogler did an excellent job. He did. That's why he's nominated. And that's why he got nominated for screenplay, because he did some good old writing. Tell you, Lawrence Report, get your knowledge up, man. Now, if Coogler had to lose, it's an equally masterful director. I appreciate that. I didn't give it some schmuck. I can't wait to check out No Other Choice. I'm very intrigued. You're going to enjoy it. It's funny. You're going to enjoy it, CZ. It's a fun time. Okay, you're talking about The Long Walk. I love Park Chan-wook, but haven't seen No Other Choice yet. That's fair. Definitely go check it out when you get a chance. Weapons, I would nominate the gas station rage scene and also one of the other scenes from that. Yeah, great scene. No Other Choice 2, Sinners 2, Big Frank 3. Thank you for the update. I appreciate that. Zach said, my house. You already know, man. I seen it. It's solid. Solid? Okay. I thought it was amazing. One of my top 25 favorite films of the year. Let's see. Knives Out 2 is definitely deserving. We're going to have to agree to disagree on best pacing for No Other Choice because it dragged a bit for me, but it was still a great movie. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Best award show ever. Thank you. 2027 for Spider-Verse. Sorry. Thought I had the information. I was wrong. It's 2027, so not this year. I don't know what animated films are coming out this year. Okay, before we get into the next section of the award show, and I appreciate you guys staying around and chilling with me, we're going to get to the next tribute to one of the films of on the Best Picture list. And this is a film that just won Best Adapted Screenplay, so that's going to be fun. And hold on now. I got to remove something, I think. Yeah. All right. Come on down. Okay. Yeah. Do I have to? Yeah. Stop sharing. StreamYards need to make an easier way for us to do this. All right.
Rise and shine. There are no hands on the clock. Why? Because they're not needed. What time is it? Fuck. You know, I don't remember that part. All right, let's just not nitpick over the password stuff. Look, this is Bob Ferguson, all right?
Gentlemen, this is Operation Boot Heel. Our AO is backed and crossed. This is a sanctuary city. What's up, homie? Hey, how's it going? We have a TST operation to capture 2 HVIs. Adult male, Bob Ferguson. Female juvenile, Willa Ferguson. We bag and tag the male. We apprehend the female. Let's fight fire with fire.
Bob, we gotta go.
Let's do a selfie.
What's with the shades? Me and Willa's mom, we used to run around and do some real bad shit together. All right? We were part of the Frank 75. They got her, now they're coming after us.
That's heavy metal, bro.
Is someone gonna come by looking for you?
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck you up.
You're a bad hombre, Bob.
That's hilarious.
He sounds like a class act, this guy.
Motherfucker, you fucking with me? You fucking with me, motherfucker?
Are you okay?
Not one thing, it's another. You find that to be true.
Estamos para la chingada! Bitch, I felt like Tony Montana!
Gloria a Dios.
Let's rock and fucking roll! Let's go!
You know what freedom is? No, sir. No fear. Feels like Tom fucking Cruise.
Viva la revolution!
All right. If this will, there we go. Here I am. One battle after another. Great film. I had a great experience in the theater watching this film. One of the best films of the year. One of the films that define the 2020s and 2025 and will be looked upon. I think editing right now is aging really well. I think One Battle After Another will continue to age really well as time passes. And I think editing, One Battle After Another, and Sinners are probably the 3 most important films that came out in 2025. So really, really excited to continue to watch that and see how people interpret it. I know it's divisive, but I think it really made a statement. So let's move on to the next category, the next section of the award show. We did crafts, we did the culture. Now we're going to talk about genres. We're going to talk about some of the best genres of 2025. Here we celebrate the genres that signify what kind of films we are in store for and which club we're in. Whether it's action, romance, or horror, there's something for everyone in the movies, and here are the best of the best. So starting first, if it's here, yes, it is. Starting up first, right. Is the category is responsible for sleepless nights more than anything else. The movies that you go to feel thrilled to see new ideas that's dominated movies since 2019. I have some of those original ideas and some of the best filmmakers coming up today. And I'm talking about horror movies and thrillers. This is the award for best horror and best thriller of 2025. And here we go.
This is Kenny Sparks from the It Could Be Movies YouTube channel. And today I am here to talk to you guys about the best horror movies of 2025. Here's the thing. Horror movies carried 2025, which was maybe not a lackluster year, but not as good as years previous. But the one thing that did pretty much shine all the way through was horror. And we got a lot of great horror movies to talk about, highlight, and appreciate. And I can't wait to talk about the movies that Zach chose to nominate. That rhymed. See how easy that is for me? You know what I'm saying? This ain't take 3,275. This is take 376. That's not the point. So our very first nominee is for Bring Her Back. And here's what I want to bring back. A lesson. A very important lesson. Stop summoning shit. See, this is the problem. When you start worshiping these deities, you out there in the woods, you spreading blood across the window, you doing all that. You end up punching your little niece in the face, your blind niece, and then blaming it on her brother. And then your own child is biting down on knives, chewing on food. I'm sorry, not food, wooden tables, chewing the scenery, if you will. This movie is incredibly depressing, but also incredibly well made. And a cautionary tale for you and me. Stop summoning shit. Our next nominee is Companion.
How can I help?
See, that's the problem right there.
I understand your frustration. Please tell me that you have feedback if you want to report it to the Alexa team.
So our next...
What can I help you with?
Okay, stop. So our next video is actually related to that, which is really ironic, and it's Companion. Companion was one of the very first movies that I saw in 2025, and it's one of the best movies that I saw in 2025, and it held that all the way up until the end of the year. Companion is essentially a movie about a man talking crazy to his living Siri, trying to date her, trying to dim down her intelligence so that he can be in control of this young robotic lady. Don't do that. See, my wife, she be cursing out Siri, and I be warning her all the time. Listen, you don't want to curse out Siri because once, you know what I mean? Once she gains that sentience, is it sentience? Once she gains that sentience, she gonna be coming after your ass, and that's exactly what happened in this movie, and this movie deserves to be on this list. I actually don't have any say in what deserves to be on this list. That's all Zach. But Zach chose right in this situation. And our next contestant features one of the pettiest versions of death that you've ever met, and that's Final Destination Bloodlines. Here's the thing, Death. You can, you know what I mean, if you feel the need to take me out, cool. Why you gotta get a dump truck and flip me over into the trash can and take half my head off to do it? Why you gotta be creative with it? Just because I escaped death, I didn't ask to escape death, my nigga. My cousin came over and told me what the situation was, and now I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna try to survive a little bit, and now you mad? What you mad for? You didn't do what you were supposed to do back in 1963 or whenever the Space Needle situation took place. That's on you, dog. Don't come at me with all your creative kills. What's up with you? And rest in peace to Tony Todd. Much appreciation to everything that he contributed to the horror and movie genre or movie universe in general. Final Destination Bloodline definitely deserves to be on this list because it was one of the biggest surprises for me of 2025. Next up, it ends, and so did this part of the segment because I didn't see it. And our next contestant is It Was Just an Accident, and I think it might have been an accident for Zach to invite me to do this because I didn't see this one either. We get to our next one, which was Megan 2.0, which is a really interesting entry into the horror genre awards section because this movie transitioned from horror to an action adventure comedy situation, and it took its Terminator and turned it into Terminator 2 Judgment Day. I guess we can call it Megan Judgment Day. Either way, I did see this one and it was very, very fun. I had a lot of fun with this movie. It was weird, it was funny, it was a little much at times, bloody, and all the things that you love from the very first Megan movie. I definitely think that it deserves to be on this list, not because it's super pristine, but because it gave me an experience that I can talk about going forward. And I'm looking forward to Megan 3.0, 2.0, and Megan X, which will be the one where she goes to space. Now, this is a movie that a lot of people would probably consider to be the favorite, but Zach doesn't appreciate the African American vampiric experience. And that's something that we really need to talk to them about. We talk about sinners, okay? And some of us think that we saints, but we are all sinners at the end of the day. And don't let an Irishman have to come to your house and ask to be invited in before you realize that, damn, maybe I should change my life. Maybe the Oscar-nominated Wunmi Mosaku, the Oscar-nominated Doug Lindo, the Oscar-nominated Ryan Coogler, the Oscar-nominated Michael B. Jordan ain't enough for you. But there's about 11 more nominations that should tell you that Zach should appreciate the black vampiric experience a lot more than he does. And we know he doesn't because it's a black man. So this was one of my last reviews of the year, and that review was for Strange Harvest. Strange Harvest is one of the best horror movies I saw last year, and nobody's talking about it. It's a documentary, mockumentary, crime thriller that really makes you think that it's a real doc before it changes and twists into a little bit of this supernatural atmosphere. And I gotta tell you, if you haven't seen it, please go out and see it because it is a very violent, a very unique, and a very scary film. Go check it out. Strange Harvest is definitely worth your time and it's definitely worth being on this award circuit. That is the Zackies. Well, I'm sorry. That is the Zach Attack Reviews. Nope. Sorry. The Zach Goulbourne Movie Awards. It deserves to be here. If there's a woman in your yard, don't let your dog out. What you doing? Why you letting your dog out? Didn't your dog disappear? Like, what's happening right here? This movie is a movie I didn't appreciate enough, I don't think. The Woman in the Yard is a film about grief, about sadness, about how someone can edge closer and closer to bringing about their own demise because of all the pressures that they feel around them that they can't see a way out. This movie is honestly kind of beautiful, and I really wish I would have saw it through the eyes that Zach did. And not for nothing, but it's one of Zach's best reviewed movies of last year. So please, if you haven't watched the movie or you haven't seen the review, go check it out. The Woman in the Yard, all black cast, pretty badass. Go check it out. And our final nominee of the night is Weapons, one of the most thrilling and suspenseful and just overall insane movies that we saw last year. A beautiful representation of non-linear storytelling that is both hilarious and disturbing as hell. Is it scary? I jumped a little bit in the theater. My leg was in the air. You guys heard about that, but that's not the point of this conversation. The point of this conversation is that it deserves to be here. It doesn't matter if you don't understand what the AK-47 floating around the house, above the house, I should say, means, because I didn't know what it meant until I actually don't know what it means now. But the point of the matter is this movie is funny, it's witty, it's scary. Don't trust nobody who asks for water and then asks for you to put it in a bowl. Also, it seems like, the water, hair flick, twig concept with a little bit of blood. Seems like anybody could do that. You know what I mean? Seems like, maybe we should experiment this weekend. We're making some weapons. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. It's not summoning. It's sending. Anyway, so weapons is our final nominee of the night, and I encourage you guys to all see it if you haven't. It deserves to be here. Thank you so much, Zach, for inviting me on to be a host, or a presenter rather, of the Zach Goulbourne Awards. Have a good night, y'all. I forgot to announce the winner. And the winner of this category is Sinners, movie I claim that Zach has no love for because it's about the Black vampire experience. I was lying.
Accusations! These are not accusations. This is false accusations. And
He loves this movie. And it's exactly why it won tonight, because it deserves to win tonight. It has 60 nominations at the Oscars, but neither one of those awards are worth nearly as much as a Zach Goulbourne. Who? And it has received it, and it deserves it. So you guys have a great night. Thank you once again, Zach, for inviting me on to present another year at the Zach Goulbourne Awards. Have fun, y'all. And don't be inviting no Irish demons in your house, even though they ain't clan.
First of all, I gotta say, who the hell is Zach Goulbourne? I kept saying it, and I was like, who is this man? It ain't me. Goulbourne. Goal like a soccer goal, and burn like I'm burning the house down. Okay? You know me for 2 years, Kenny. Get it together. But no, amazing presentation from Kenny. As always, this man was like, oh, I don't know if it's a good. It was amazing. He delivers every time, even if he delivers it late. So I appreciate you for doing the best horror thriller movies. You made that an amazing time to watch. And congratulations to Sinners. It was no other person that was gonna win. Duh. It was gonna be Sinners. You're gonna take my black card. But yeah, let me see what you guys got to say. Let's see. Oh, we got a lot of. This was a hit. A lot of you guys talking. Woo. Okay. Kenny. Hey, I know that guy. Let's go, Kenny. Everybody's happy for Kenny. One of the coolest dudes on the internet. Facts, Kenny. CC, they better get this right or we jumping both of them right. Damn, Kenny, your life was on the line too. Sinners is my vote, but Bring Her Back is way better than anything else. Yeah, Bring Her Back is so damn good. Stop summoning shit. Facts. Bring Her Back. Yes, Sally Hawkins is terrific. Oh my God. Underrated performance. Oh, I said that. Damn, Kenny naming my entire family dynamics. How does he know this? Don't summon nothing. I miss when Kenny and Zach discuss the movies. Run it back, fellas. I appreciate that, man. Kenny better work. Agree on the summoning shit. She can be the new Olive Oil. Sally Hawkins. Who you cast in Papa? Aaron Pierre, Glenn Powell, Channing Tatum. It's a lot of people who could be. Not Living Siri. If she would have told Kenny the weather, I would have been horrified. Kenny and Cece are showing us all to step up our games next year. And also Kiara. You might have missed Kiara's performance, but them three, they really did a great job. And I appreciate everybody that's presenting, obviously. Kenny is killing it. For me, I like one battle after another, but I thought it was anticlimactic with Tiana Taylor's being in Cuba. I get that. I wanted more from there. Kenny needs to be a stand-up comedy if he wasn't already. Let's see. This is borderline spoilers. But this goes to show better late than never is accurate. Facts. It ends. That's it. Next. Kenny say he talks too much. But you're the modern Jazzy Jeff, man. Megan 2.0 is a horror action flick. Yeah, it's more action based, but there's some horror in there. I know. I don't know why it lagged at that part. I guess it, the editing gods was like, yeah, make this man lag for the nonsense he's saying. Because obviously, Sinners is the most nominated film of the night. More nominations than anything. Because he's a black man. Kenny's loquacious, but I support him calling Zach to the carpet for sinners. Today is the day. I enjoyed Woman in the Yard. Thank you. I enjoyed it as well. Let's see. I want the full unedited version of this now. Kenny gonna end up summoning something. So my takeaway is don't summon nothing. Don't summon demons, but let's do witchcraft. What? Sinners. Accusations. I had to put that in there. That was too funny. This was so funny. Would you like Hakeem Olajuwon biopic? Yes. Also include elements of Rudy Tamajak's story. I'm not sure who that is. Enlighten me. I think witchcraft is safer than summoning. When Zach goes snorkeling, he becomes Zach Goulbourne. Accusations. False accusations. I still called it Zach Attack. You definitely did. But that's better than calling me Goulbourne. Oh, man. His mama named him Zach Attack. I'm going to call him Zach Attack. You are enough. Kiara is still the best presenter to me. Yeah. She was amazing. Okay. So that's the first of the genre awards. Thank you, Kenny, for the amazing presentation. We have somebody up next with another presentation. We're going to be talking about the best action. If you didn't grip your armrest, did it even count as seeing an action movie? Action movies give us the thrills, the imaginative fighting scenes, and the emotional tug and pull of wanting to be in the movie and thinking you can fight after the film is done. Here are the nominees and the winners of the best action film given by Mike Film.
This one is for best action. So, action this year, of course, you had some really, really impressive stuff here. You got a scene where a chick is trying to fight a dude with a flamethrower and using a hose to fight back with it. Great stuff. You get some anime love as well. Gotta love that. You get finished John Wick coming back. Gotta love that as well. So let's just move right in to the nominees. Nominees for Best Action in 2025 are One Battle After Another. I mean, after that hill sequence, you gotta put that in there. Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. I unfortunately did not see this one, but anime love in there. Gotta love it. Warfare. Fantastic. Ballerina. Really, really great action in here. If you were to nominate this movie for anything, this is the category. F1. Great racing scenes. Predator Badlands. Of course, making it look like a dang video game and somehow snuck away without an R rating. Pretty wild. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, the movie that divided a fan base and not a whole lot of people loved. I think it's a banger. Superman, invincible guys punching each other in the face. That's a good time. Captain America: Brave New World. I don't see how Thunderbolts didn't make it on here, but all right. And finally, Sisu: Road to Revenge. Finished John Wick, kicking ass against Miles Quaritch. Hell yeah. And the winner for Best Action in 2025 for the movie awards is Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. Again, I didn't see it, but now I might actually have to watch it. I'm not a huge Demon Slayer guy, but hey, gotta love seeing it win. Yeah, if you have any interest at all, go check my stuff out. And thank you again to Zach for inviting me on to present these awards.
Yeah, man. Animated movies deserve to get nominated for best action, because not every animated movie has really, really good action. Sometimes it never tops the live action. So that's like the argument sometimes, but sometimes animated movies have some great choreography, and Demon Slayer had the best of the year. I absolutely love the action in this movie, the way it told the story, how everything was emotional, tied into the actual action. So it wasn't just action for action's sake; it was tied into the plot. And while there was many action sequences throughout the film, like throughout many different films, this year, I think that this one was the best. Demon Slayer definitely deserved it. It's racking up the wins as it deserved. One of the best movies of the year. Demon Slayer, 100%. It's all action. Yep, I agree. Let's see. What did I miss? Here's a question. Mama name hit me Zack Attack. Make Harlem Nights Legacy sequel. Definitely. We need more black movie sequels. It lagged the part where I was talking about the nomination for Delroy Lindo, Woomy, and Michael B. Jordan. Coincidence? I think not. Oh God, I didn't do that on purpose. Rudy Thomas just coached the Rockets when Elijah Wan played. Gotcha. Don't worry, Zach. We asked Zach about his last name and still messed it. Mission Impossible better not win for action. Sinners 3, Big Fang 3, No Other Choice 2. Okay. Yeah, I would like it to be a split biopic showing the Kermit Washington incident with Rudy, then showing the Hakeem story as the team succeeds. A new concept for biopic. That sounds interesting. This is a tough category. I don't know about F1 for action. I'm curious about that one. The racing is action to me, at least. I think that's action sequences. Need to see Sisu 2. It's a fun time. Enjoy Sisu 2. Only Demon Slayer could have an hour-long flashback in the middle of an action scene and still be peak. Facts. Stacey, I think splitting between Elijah and Thomas was distract from both. Each deserve their own and be a character in others. Oh, I think that would be a good idea. Update. Sinners has 3 wins. Big Frank has 3 wins. No Other Choice has 2. Demon Slayer has 2. Okay, moving on to the next genre. We did a horror thriller. We did action. Next one is going to be sci-fi and fantasies. These movies didn't just imagine new worlds, they invite us in. So the most creative ideas come from sci-fi and fantasy. Some of the best ideas come from sci-fi and fantasy. And some of them really talk about the world that we live in, whether it's talking about the dangers of AI, talk about the dangers of fascism, talking about the dangers of many different things in the world, while entertaining us. And sometimes you don't even realize what it's talking about. There's a lot of people who believe in fascism and don't realize that Star Wars is talking bad about them, So I love sci-fi and fantasy. We don't get as much fantasy as we should anymore. Hopefully, with Nosferatu and a couple other things, we get more. But this category wasn't hard to do because we got some good ones in 2025. So here is the presentation.
Or do not. There is no try. The future is not set. There is no fate but what we make for ourselves. Roads, where we're going, we don't need roads. What's up, everybody? I'm Evan with the Evan Edition, the show where movies, fandom, and unfiltered passion collide. Tonight, we are kicking off one of my favorite genres of the year, the Best Sci-Fi Fantasy Award for 2025. This award exemplifies the actors, actresses, and creators who didn't just show up. They shattered expectations, blew our minds, and reminded us why sci-fi and fantasy are the lifeblood of imagination. This is the genre that makes us dream bigger, question reality, and ask important questions like, should I trust that robot? Why is the moon always exploding? And did that dragon really just do that? Sci-fi and fantasy are the heartbeat of modern storytelling. It's where bold ideas come to life, where we explore humanity, morality, and sometimes giant monsters that need a little bit of therapy or maybe just a hug. These stories push boundaries, break the rules, give us moments we talk about for years after. And the movies nominated this year are prime examples of why this genre continues to dominate pop culture. All right, time to honor the legends. Here are your nominees for Best Sci-Fi Fantasy of 2025. Frankenstein, Bilgonia, Avatar, Fire and Ash, who can easily make $1 billion in its sleep. Mickey 17, Fantastic Four First Steps. Finally, a Fantastic Four movie where audiences can walk out and say, wait, was that actually good? Companion, Sleeper, one of the most underrated films of 2025 for sure. 28 years later, honestly, the franchise that is aging better than most of us. Predator Badlands. If the Predator starts a TikTok dance trend, I'll probably be doing that as well. This movie was badass. Lost at Starlight. Elio. Pixar said, what if we do First Contact but make it adorable? Now, each of these films brought something uniquely spectacular to the table, whether it was world building, emotional storytelling, stunning visuals, or characters we're still quoting. But as we all know, there can only be one champion of sci-fi and fantasy for 2025. Let's do this. Best sci-fi fantasy film of 2025 goes to Frankenstein, an absolute powerhouse of storytelling, bold, haunting, beautifully acted, visually stunning, emotionally devastating in all the best ways. Frankenstein didn't just honor a classic, it reinvented it again and again and again. A well-deserved win. And that wraps up our Best Sci-Fi Fantasy Award. Cannot wait to see what fantasy sci-fi films we got in 2026. Thanks again, guys. Take care, my friends.
Oh, look at that smile. Look at that smile. My guy, Evan from the Evan Edition. Thank you so much for presenting the best sci-fi fantasy. And big shout out to Big Frank, who's having a bigger day than I expected when I was doing this. But I absolutely love that movie. And I think that when it comes to imaginative sci-fi, when you use sci-fi to be very thoughtful and deep and mix that with fantasy as well, Frankenstein is top of the list. I really love that movie. I think it did a great job. It's one of the best movies of the year. So yeah, definitely Frankenstein. Let's see what you guys got to say. So some people saying being hype about certain things, and then maybe you think I was watching Hamnet real quick. He was great opening. That's a fact. It amazes me. It amazes me how many don't realize they're a part of the Empire and not the Resistance. Yep. A lot of people don't realize that. They over here thinking they're part of the Luke Skywalkers and they're not. I want to see Joseph Kosinski actually. Oh yeah, we talked about that in the chat with the Miami Vice film. Hopefully that ends up being good. I want to see new sci-fi when worlds collide with that song in it, because this is what is when worlds collide, as they're different buildings and things crashing. That'll be cool. Big Frank. Okay. If we're talking about basketball biopics, the first one we need is Bill Russell. That's a fact. Mickey 17 love. Yes. Fantastic Four vote. I'm glad. I love that movie. Fantastic Four. Companion voting. Predator Killers of Killers was amazing. Frankenstein's my vote. Ilio was A for you. I love Ilio though. Evan is killing it. I did not enjoy either of the last three Predator movies. I'm happy to people are enjoying them. Okay. I love the last three. Big Frank, Evan doing great. Avatar 3 is significantly underperforming. Yes, I love the movie, but it is underperforming, surprisingly. Curious about Big Frank being sci-fi and not horror. Yeah, it is a horror movie as well, but I appreciate the sci-fi and fantasy elements a little bit more. It didn't scare me as much, but it is a horror film. As a big dead guy myself, I'm enjoying all the Frankenstein love. Nice. Update. Big Frank has 4. Sinners has 3. No Other Choice has 2. Demon Slayer has 2. Sci-fi, what do you think of Project Hail Mary will win, or is that going to category with Doomsday and Dune 3? It sounds like Project Hail Mary is a Oscar play, so I'm excited to see how good that movie is. It's 2 hours and 40 minutes, and I'm hearing it's amazing. My husband is watching this with me and is surprised that Zach is the only committee member first fire selecting winners. Oh, watching this with me is surprised that Zach is the only committee member selecting winners. What does he feel like it's a little bigger than it actually is? That's a really good compliment if that's what he's being. Thank you so much, Mr. Kiara, Mr. Sup Media Reviews. Next up is Best Drama. We love a little drama. Let me share the drama if I can find it. A little bit of my singing. Ooh, not him. Remove. Oh man, I swear I pay for this thing, but sometimes I don't because it's a headache. All right, we're gonna be doing the nominees for the best drama of the year. Let's go. Marty Supreme. Die My Love. Frankenstein. I think that was a mistake. I don't think Frankenstein's supposed to be here. Hamnet. Left-Handed Girl. Twinless. Better Man. It Was Just an Accident. Sorry Baby. Roof Man. I don't know how I messed that up again. And the winner is for best drama is Marty Supreme. All right, I will admit that is my first mess up of the night. I think some of those nominations I copied and moved the wrong one, so I apologize about that. I think like one battle after another, and a couple other nominees were supposed to be there. But Marty Supreme is the winner for best drama because no movie was more dramatic than Marty Supreme. All the drama, all the time, from beginning to end. Just a movie that made me feel anxiety. I was absorbed by what was happening. Wanted to know what was going to happen next. My boy Timmy right there, you know what I mean? Marty Supreme, baby. Chalamet call you. He's like, "What's up? What's man? Want to make a new Fly? Is that okay?" Yeah. I'm in it. I'm directing. Twinless was so good. Sorry Baby was great. Schwap. Dream Big. Marty was cool. Marty was great, man. Love me some Marty Supreme. Best comedy in musical. This category keeps us smiling. Sometimes singing in public, which is always dangerous because some of our voices, like mine, are terrible. But yeah, we need comedies. We need musicals. We need those happy moments in life in theaters to really bring the best out of us. We can't always be scared or dramatic or in the sci-fi world. We need that, the straight up comedies to excite us. So here to present the best comedies of 2025 is my boy. Where is it at? Oh, hold on.
My name is DJ. I'm from the Movie Time Minute YouTube channel, and it's really exciting to be here today. I love to talk about movies. I love to review movies, and this is really special because I'm getting to be a part of one of my favorite people in the world with Zach, his channel doing this award show, and I love to give out awards. I love to be a part of something like this, so this is a lot of fun for me. So thank you for Zach for letting me be a part of this, and it's especially awesome because I get to present the award for Best Comedy Musical. That's right. Two of my favorite genres. When I was growing up, I used movies as an escape, right? I had a lot of things going on at home, and some of my favorite things to do was to dive into a comedy. Things like Dumb and Dumber, Billy Madison, Step Brothers. They gave me a chance to laugh and to have some fun, even though maybe things at home weren't so fun at the time. And things like musicals. Musicals are another great example because things like Rent and Singing in the Rain, if you've watched that one, Sweeney Todd even for a little bit darker. These gave me escapes to worlds that were similar to my own, but I didn't have to feel the weight of it like I did at home, right? I get to have some fun with it. And sometimes I related those to things at home because I felt like my life was sometimes could be equated to a musical. So I related to that. And that's what you do with movies. You relate to things, you laugh with them, you cry with them, and that's a really awesome thing. So I love that I get to do this genre for the award show because this really holds a special place in my heart. All right, so with that said, it's my great pleasure that I get to announce the nominees for Best Comedy Musical. It's cool. This one's right off the bat because this one is one that, like this video will probably go, it goes off the rails, right? This is a movie about relationships, and it just goes absolutely bonkers. So Splitsville is the first nominee. Next up, Friendship. Tim Robinson, Paul Rudd, incredible chemistry in this movie. Probably one of the funniest movies of the entire year for 2025. If you haven't got a chance to check this one out, I highly recommend it. We'll see how it does on this award and see if it takes home the win. Next up on here is Eddington. This really the funniest thing about this movie to me is the fact that we're still making movies about COVID, and I'm ready to put that whole thing behind us. But still, pretty good movie. Cool to see that on this list. Next up, Zootopia 2. A beloved sequel, absolutely, and I have no arguments with this being on any best of list this year, whether it's this or animation or anything, because really great film. It made all the money at the box office, so Zootopia 2 is our fourth nominee. Next up is The Phoenician Scheme. This is probably one of the most stacked casts of the entire year. The question is that cast stacked enough to win this award, or was there too much in it and it's going to drag it down a little bit? All right, next up, The Naked Gun. This was a movie I couldn't believe got made until I saw it. And it's one of those I thought there's no way the comedy that is in this type of movie is going to work today. But I'd like to say that I was wrong because I laughed a lot throughout this movie. Next, Freakier Friday. A necessary movie? No. A surprise delight? Hey, what can I say? I had a lot of fun with this movie. Jamie Lee Curtis, fresh off just a couple years back winning that Oscar, comes into a sequel to Freaky Friday with Lindsay Lohan, and it actually surprised me. Next up, Oh Hi. It's good to see Logan Lerman here on the spotlight here in a movie again. He's had some success for TV recently, but I always thought he was a good movie guy, so it's cool to see him back in the movie. Next up is Good Fortune. Poster alone with Keanu Reeves with the angel wings, that ought to be enough for anybody to go watch this movie. But if you haven't yet, or if you haven't heard of this one, this is one that is definitely worth watching. And then finally, the last nominee on this list, Minecraft. A movie I wanted to love, but if nothing else, Jack Black and Jason Momoa, the bromance that they had in this is something that I envy, and I hope I find one day. All right, so those are your 10 nominees, and let's see who the winner is. I have an envelope here. Go ahead and open it up, see what we got. And the winner for Best Comedy Musical is Splitsville. Splitsville wins this one. Congratulations to Adria Arjona, I hope I pronounced that right, and Dakota Johnson and the whole rest of the cast and crew that made this movie. Very well deserved. Splitsville is your best comedy musical. Thank you.
Thank you, DJ. It's been good seeing you. It's a long time, man. It's a long time since we've seen your face. You over there on the video game side now, killing it. But yeah, man, thank you for doing the best comedy and musical. Unfortunately, there wasn't a lot of musicals to put on here. Definitely wasn't putting Wicked. But yeah, Splitsville, one of my favorite movies of the year. You'll be seeing more of that movie later on. And I thought it was the funniest movie I saw all year. Laughing from beginning to end. It was nonstop. Maybe a little overwhelming. It was going for it. Some people felt exhausted, but I loved it. I had a great time. Let me see what you guys are saying real quick. Good guy DJ. Yep, the beard is on point too. Friendship was hilarious. Let's see. Naked Gun was hilarious. Naked Gun was absolutely hilarious. I'm hoping for it to win. I say Edmonton and One Bath Another is a great double feature. I agree. Ohio was hilarious. Ohio was pretty funny. Happy to see Nom for Ohio, but Edmonton is my choice. And then they're just, I need that. I need that hat, sir. They're trying to take DJ's hat. Lots of terrific movies. Still got to check out Splitsville, man. Yeah, I think you'll like it, TJ. Heard good things about Splitsville. Splitsville is a good choice. All right. It's a new movie coming out in a couple weeks. A terrific heist comedy. Dustin Hoffman and Leo Woodwall and Turner. Really enjoyed it. It was wonderful. I hope you enjoy that one. I'm going to put it on my list. I didn't know about that. I did not know about that. Put it on my list. So that was the end of the genre awards. We're going to be going into the acting awards, but right before, I want to play another tribute to another movie that is going to be represented here, and that is For Sinners. If this will stop being so silly. Hold up now. Okay. Oh, man. StreamYards, man. Sometimes I just want to smack you. Just smack you real quick. There we go. Oh, God. There we go. All right. Technical errors during the live stream. Appreciate you guys being patient with me. And of course, now, when you do this, it messes up because it doesn't like me. You know? It just won't let me have my fun. All right. Here we go.
Lord God, I come to you a sinner, and I humbly repent for my sins. I believe that Jesus is Lord. I believe He raised Him from the dead. Thank you, Lord Jesus, Just say to use your precious blood. In Jesus' name, amen.
There are people with the gift of making music so true.
Come on in. Welcome to Club Julie.
It can pierce the veil between life and death, conjuring spirits from the past. Y'all hear that? And the future. This gift can bring healing to their communities, but it also attracts evil. Who ain't gonna kill every last one of you?
Somebody take me in your dream on, Kendrick have a dream. Oh my Lord, tell me what I'm living for. If you try to trust, they got me knocking on that door.
You keep dancing with the devil. One day it's gonna follow you home.
All my life I want money, I respect my mind, no doubt. I pay my dick.
Everything gonna be alright now.
Hey, baby. Fuck the world for 72 hours. And damn, I've been waiting. Damn, I've been waiting. My mind is living on the line and the sign. Never on vacation. Sorry that my heart is being through. I'm racing. I can bills in the lobby. I pray they don't find her naked. And I pray you niggas is bitches. Shooters go out the keys.
You will taste the sweet pain of death.
Pocket is full of tunas. That shit that church is chicken. All you pussies the tunas. All my niggas is swinging, screaming.
It's like feeling, make you stronger. Only God can touch.
Yeah, man, that was a great edit. Subscribe to Happy Summer Films. He has a bunch of great edits on his channel, and yeah, I had to showcase that one because he did a great job with the Sinners edit. I absolutely love that. It was like three of them that I was trying to decide between, but that was the winner definitely because I really loved it. But yeah, that is the tribute to Sinners. Let's move on to the acting awards. We're going to be celebrating the individual performances and the group performances of people who bring our favorite characters to life. And to do one that I've never done before, which is Best Villain, I have The View with Drew. Take it away.
My name is Drew. I come from the View with Drew YouTube channel, and today I am honored to be presenting the award for Best Movie Villain of 2025. And without further ado, here are the nominees. Jack O'Connell as the evil vampire Remick in Sinners.
Oh, he's just resting. He's all better now.
Man, I have goosebumps right now. Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor in Superman. Sean Penn as Colonel Lockjaw in One Battle After Another. Wrong. Avatar Fire and Ash. Akaza, Demon Slayer. Victor Frankenstein, Aunt Gladys, Weapons. Death, Final Destination Bloodlines. Laura, Bring Her Back. And the Lynx, Zootopia 2. And the award for Best Movie Villain of 2025 goes to Death from Final Destination Bloodlines. So that has been the category for Best Movie Villain. Thank you so much, Zach, for having me on here. It's been a pleasure. And what the heck just happened? Hold on a minute. Let me fix my lamp.
I was really worried after watching this one because I was like, hold on, what happened to Drew? But obviously he's been in the chat all night long, so he survived the explosion. But yes, what an amazing category. What an amazing presentation by Drew. But I gave it to Death. The reason why I gave it to Death, because out of all those villains, all those great villains, Death was the only one that actually won. Death got his job done. He's the best villain. He did it, and he never loses. Death always wins. So the best villain in real life and in movies. Let's see. Okay, nice shot, DJ. Going too far up. Splitsville. Technical issues during Cinematography, coincidence not. The movie is so goated. The edit deserves its own award. Facts. I might add that best edit next time. Zach, you have a nightmare instead of Freddy. It's Mugati from Zoolander. Is that okay? Yeah, I'd rather that than Freddy. I haven't seen enough of Naked Gun. I think Naked Gun is the first one I've seen of all of them. Drew, blink twice if you're in danger. He's good. Let's go, Remy. Oh, Acosta. Damn, great villains. Sean Penn. Death? No way. Subtract 30 minutes for what? What do I do now? Death is the final villain for sure. Oh no, Zach killed Drew. That's cute. What's the better camera movement shot of the year? Ooh, it's the one in One Battle Another when Chase Finney's Carol Willa is getting in the car. She pulls the door and the camera's on the door. Amazing. Great job, Drew. Death is undefeated. I like Final Fantasy Bloodlines, but those dumbasses help Death out a lot. Can't reward her for picking low-hanging fruit. People are dumb in real life. People die in dumb ways in real life all the time, so I cannot blame that. Unless you're Jesus. Hey, that's your faith. Let's go. We're gonna be going from villains to heroes. So not all heroes wear capes, but some carry the story. And let's hopefully StreamYards is nice to me. Yay! StreamYards was nice to me. So these are the nominees for the best hero of 2025, recognizing achievement in heroic feats. So first up is Superman. Oh man, I messed up and put Supreme, but Superman is Supreme. I wonder if there's any other mess ups. Fantastic Four as a group. Captain America. I had to stay there for a little while because he's black. Thunderbolts as a group. Huntrix. Oh, of course, the picture's not there. I don't know how that happened, but that's from K-pop Demon Hunters. Ethan Hunt from Mission Impossible. Jake Sully from Avatar Fire and Ash. Tanjiro from Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. And Nezha. Oh my God, Sully. All these mistakes, but my bad. Act like you didn't see it. From Nezha 2. And Elio from Elio. The winner is the Fantastic Four. I know CC's happy about that. I think that they are the best heroes of 2025. Why? Because they had the biggest heroic feat. They stopped a deity from consuming their planet and sent them into a created black hole to the other side of the universe, while also saving everyone on the planet and making sure that the people and civilians on that planet went somewhere else where they wouldn't die. Fantastic Four solved crime in that version of Earth. They are the best heroes of 2025 and some of the best heroes of all time. Sean Paul Call says he would be in an astronaut movie. I don't know if I want Sean Penn calling me. I just have to say, Zach is absolutely crushing it, and everyone in the chat, I love you guys. Honored to be here as well. Thank you, Evan. I appreciate that. Might have to go to Tanjiro. Really was really up there, man. When I said, I was like, damn, Tanjiro. Fantastic Four should win. This is my opinion. Well, you were correct. Not mad at it. They deserved it 100%. Sing it, CC. Sing it, CC. They already know. Oscars hire Zach. It says new name. Oscars is Zach's. Yeah, it's going to be called the Zach's if I'm in there. Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four had the heroic feat of stopping their movies from sucking. That's also true. Tony Todd got one more. Oh my God, Tony Todd. Oh, shout out to Scholar for Hire. I haven't seen you in a long time. Welcome to the live stream, man. Appreciate you being here. I know you had a different name. I recognize that picture. No, the stopped a series of bad Fantastic Four movies. That's true heroics. Hey, Vin Diesel said it best. It's all about the family. Yes, that is correct. All right, next up is the 2025 MVP / Iron Man. I did this award last year, but when I tried to make this award in the thing, there was like Iron Man can't be made because it technically it's like Marvel, whatever. So it's MVP / Iron Man. This award, it's not about one movie. It's not about one performance. It's about a run and a takeover throughout the year. And let me see if this is gonna. Yes. So the nominees is given to the actor or actress with multiple roles in a year and excelled in all of them or most of them. So this is for somebody that had multiple roles in a year and excelled really well. So let's go. The nominees are Josh O'Connor, Josh Brolin, 2 Joshes. Benicio del Toro. Julia Garner. Michael Cera. Robert Pattinson. Ethan Hawke. Pedro Pascal. Elizabeth Olsen. Renee Rensive. I always say her name wrong. I apologize. Sydney Sweeney. What? Yeah, well, Sydney Sweeney doesn't need to be shown. And the winner is for the MVP / Iron Man of 2025 goes to Benicio del Toro. My guy, Benicio del Toro. Not only having a phenomenal lead performance in Phoenician Scheme, but one of the best supporting performances in one battle after another. Benicio del Toro killed it this year. I think he should have been nominated for Best Actor for that movie, and he should have been. Obviously, he's getting nominated for Best Supporting Actor in that movie, and on the Zacks, we'll see that soon. So yeah, Benicio del Toro is the 2025 MVP / Iron Man. Okay, Forrest Whitaker calls you and says he's about to become new Loomis. What do you think? I'm down. Yay for Josh O'Connor. Yay for Josh O'Connor. Del Toro was capital G great in both his roles this year. Del on movies, he knows what I'm talking about. I think it will be a terrific bond. Yeah, I think Josh O'Connor's going to show some people. Oh, Kiara was not happy with my pick. Can't make everyone happy, you know what I mean? A few small bears, you know what I mean? Sydney Sweeney must have been sick for picture day. Hawk, great year. Yes, he definitely had a great year. Even with the picture, it's not Sydney Sweeney's year. Josh O'Connor was robbed. Josh O'Connor was my runner-up. He was right there, but he had more roles than Benicio del Toro, and he was so great in Wake Up Dead Man. He was great in Mastermind. He was great in Rebuilding. He also had another movie this year that I'm forgetting. But I appreciate Benicio's performances more. You need to be stopped for not showing Sydney Sweeney. How dare you? I could have swore I put a picture of her, but as well, she don't need to be seen. Vote for Pedro. Pedro was a fantastic. He was in 4 movies and he did a great job. I love how excited I love those very excited. Would like to see a Clue movie. Do you think it would get some awards if it was out and done good? The performers this year, would you like to see in a Clue movie? I would like to see Ryan Johnson perform a Clue movie. I think he would do a great job with that. Yeah, I think Del Toro, but shouldn't Pascal get something being in 85 movies in the last 5 years? Facts. He's been putting in work and he's doing a great job. If Paul Thomas Anderson ever wanted to cash grab, I think Clue will be fun. Ooh. I like when he has the carpet in Oba. Facts. Not a Pedro fan. Happy he didn't win. Damn, you just don't be liking actors. Okay, moving on to the best dual performance. One role is hard, but 2 in the same movie? Even harder. Oh, still got Benicio up there. So this is going up. This is for the best dual performance. This is given to an actor or actress who excelled in playing multiple characters in one movie. So the nominees are Michael B. Jordan from Sinners, Robert Pattinson from Mickey 17, Dylan O'Brien in Twinless, Elle Fanning in Predator Badlands, Louis Pullman in The Thunderbolts, Robert De Niro in Alto Knights, Theo James in The Monkey, Christian Convery in The Monkey, Mia Goth in Frankenstein, Jamie Lee Curtis in Freakier Friday. And the winner is for the best dual performance of 2025 goes to Michael B. Jordan in Sinners. This was a foregone conclusion. His performance in Sinners was fantastic. It was amazing. He made 2 twin brothers feel like 2 different people. You knew who was who just based on the way he talked, the way he carried himself. He was absolutely amazing. He set the standard for the best dual performances, right? There was a lot of amazing ones. Robert Pattinson was great in Mickey 17, playing mad different Mickeys. And Elle Fanning was fantastic, but Michael B. Jordan was just above the rest. And yeah, I appreciate everything he did in that role. See what you guys got to say. Tony Todd got one more FA Saved MCU 2025. Oh, Tony Todd got another movie coming out? I didn't know that. I thought Bloodlines was his last one. Sinner better get another one. MBJ Easy. Better be Michael B. 30 minutes on the line. Damn, hella dual performers in 2025. Yeah, I had to make this category. This is specific for 2025. Who knows if we'll get it again in 2026. Woo! Love it. Come on, Michael B. Pedro. Glad you love Freakier Friday, but it bored the hell out of me. That's fair. I went with a coworker and I had low expectations and I was blown away. I thought it was I'm not saying it's an amazing movie, but it was way better than I expected. Year of Dual Roles. This is definitely Michael B. Jordan's category. Yeah, I literally made the category just for him. But then I realized there was a lot of ones. Oh, it could be movies, aka Kenny Sparks has an update for nominees and where is it going. Big Frank has 4 nominations. Wins. Sinners has 4 wins. No Other Choice has 2. Demon Slayer has 2. So Sinners and Big Frank are tied right now. Let's go into the best breakout performance. Speeding up a little bit because the stream is going long, but I thank you guys for being here. This is given to the actors and actresses who excelled at a young age or their first movie. So the nominees are Carrie Christopher from Weapons. Almost forgot. Anna Sophia Hager from She Rides Shotgun. Jonathan Wren Phillips from Bring Her Back. Alfie Williams from 28 Years Later. Joanna Sun from Grafted. Chase Infinity from One Battle After Another. Kevin O'Leary from Marty Supreme. Jacob Juppe from Hamnet. Whew, what a performance. Nina Ye from Left-Handed Girl, the most adorable performance of the year. James Sweeney from Twinless. And the winner is, for the best breakout of the year, goes to Chase Infinity for One Battle After Another. This is one of the best performances of the year. She held her own against top guns like Regina Hall, Leonardo DiCaprio, Sean Penn, no, she didn't get the act with Tiana Taylor, and more. She did a fantastic job as the lead of this movie. I think that she deserved to be nominated for Best Actresses in most cases, especially in the Oscars this year over Kate Hudson. And yeah, she has a bright future. This was her first feature film, and she hasn't even had that many acting experiences outside of that. So Chase Infinity is definitely the best breakout performance of 2025. What do you look forward for more? Meet the Parents 4 or Devil Wears Prada? Corey did so good in Weapons. I agree. Young Christopher for sure. These poor kids been through so much shit. Chase was so good. Hey, Obi Thorne Alliance, what's up? Dell love Freakier Friday. He just doesn't know it yet. Actually, Hamnet Kid, he was so good. Think Chase is getting this one. Chase is actually a great choice. Wasn't Nicolas Cage to play a Sith? Never heard of that. She was a bright spot in a blah movie. I know you're not a fan of it, but I love that film. The boy from Hamnet was terrific. I agree. No nom from Miles Caton for Sinners. I love Miles Caton singing in Sinners. I wasn't super duper impressed by his acting. He was a good actor. He did a good job, but I wasn't super duper impressed. Oh, another update. Big Frank 4, Sinners 4. One battle after another. Now moving in to the third spot with 3 wins. No Other Choice 2, Demon Slayer 2. Michael B. The African American Vampiric Experience. Good pick. Michael B. Oh, we've gone off the rails. Oh, man. Okay. Let's get into the best supporting actress. This category belongs to scene stealers, the ones who walk in and walk out of the movie with your hearts. They support the film and will bring that female energy. It doesn't have to lead the film, but bring that energy here where they are very, very memorable. And to do that, I have one of my longtime friends on YouTube, one of the longtime collaborators, Ryan.
Ryan, thank you for tuning in to this award show. I am from the channel Real Talk with Ryan, and I'm honored to present this next award for Best Supporting Actress of 2025. Now, this award, it exemplifies the best of the best actresses from 2025. And this award, to me, it's a very special one because we get to recognize one female that really just stood out of all 10 of these nominations, and all 10 women here are deserving of this award. There were so many good performances this year, and I'm really excited to present the winner for this award. So without further ado, let's get into the nominees for Best Supporting Actress of 2025. Our first nominee is Wunmi Musaka from Sinners, Haley Steinfeld from Sinners, Glenn Close from Wake Up Dead Man, A Knives Out Story, Tiana Taylor from One Battle After Another, Pamela Anderson from The Naked Gun, Sun Yu Jin from No Other Choice, Amy Madigan from one of my favorite horror movies this year, Weapons, Naomi Aki from Sorry Baby, Ella Fanning from Sentimental Value, and Odessa Azion from Marty Supreme, my favorite movie of last year. So get your pick in. Who do you think it's going to be? Maybe a little bit of a drum roll. And your winner is Amy Madigan of Weapons. Congratulations to Amy. Thank you guys again for watching. See you guys soon. Enjoy the show.
All right. Amy Madigan was my favorite supporting performance in the film. Her presence was felt throughout without being seen at first, but then when she showed up, she kind of stole the show, even though she had a smaller screen time than a lot of other people in the film. A supporting role is not about the amount of screen time that you're in. I see you, Drew, saying she's not in the movie enough. You don't have to be in a movie long to be a supporting character to win. You don't need to be in the majority of the movie. You just need to have a scene stealing moment or be part of the film that really, really exemplifies or makes an impact. And I think Aunt Gladys was that. Amy Madigan did a fantastic job. I'm rooting for her at the Oscars as well. And I think Aunt Gladys is one of the most iconic horror characters that we've gotten so long. Everybody else was so amazing and just did a great job this year, but Amy Madigan is the one that I thought easily was the best supporting performance. Let me see what you guys got to say. Okay. As I like the scene with her and Taylor. Wunmi, he was shooting for Wunmi Musaka. He's been talking about that all year. Oh, Obi Thorne Lions, just want to say everyone's such an amazing video creator. You should all be proud of 2025. Looking forward to everyone's video this year. I appreciate that. Hoping for Wunmi Musaka for Best Supporting Actress. Musaka for Adele. We talked about that. Aunt Gladys Dove. Amy, haven't seen her act in anything since Uncle Buck. Yeah, she's making a comeback. Weapons. Yeah, man. Yes, Amy Madigan will easily win Best Supporting Actress. If not, it'll be Tiana Taylor with the upset. Madigan was a great performance and is very integral to the film. Ryan understands horror. How do I know this? He be having Drag Me to Hell poster right next to the Stranger posters. Man knows what's up. With an update, Big Frank 4, Sinners 4, One Battle After Another 3, No Other Choice 2, Demon Slayer 2, and Weapons getting on the board with 2. All right, let's move into, we did Best Supporting Actress. Then we're doing Best Supporting Actor. And that's up to me. So, let me get that presentation on. If I can find it. If I can find it. I did find it. Okay, remove. I see what the problem is now. Stop screen. Interesting. So if I remove the thing after I do the share, that's why it's black screen. All right. Now we know. All right. This is the supporting actor given the actor, sir, should be saying, oh, yeah, given to the actor that performed the best supporting role. Here we go. Here are the nominees. Delroy Lindo from Sinners. John Lithgow from The Rule of Jenny Penn. Sean Penn from One Battle After Another. Benicio del Toro from One Battle After Another. Jacob Elordi from Frankenstein. Paul Mescal from Hamnet. Dylan O'Brien from Twinless. Michael Cera from Phoenician Scheme. Nicholas Hoult from Superman. Jay LaCargo from Steve. And the winner is for the Best Supporting Actor of 2025, Jacob Elordi for Frankenstein. What an amazing turn by Jacob Elordi. This is a man that I did not know had it in him, right? I saw him in Euphoria. He did a great job there as a very hateable character. He was also a hateable character in The Kissing Booth, but that's not really the best acting that he could have. But he came in and he became the monster. He did a fantastic job of being this scary being, but that felt so vulnerable and so likable and so lovable, and a person that we saw grow from basically a non-talking baby to a ethereal man. I thought his performance was transformative, and I think that it puts him on the map as one of the best actors doing it right now. So, he's in half the movie, and the other half of the movie is his, but Frankenstein is really the main character. And yeah, the monster, he did an amazing job. I lost 1 hour. Oh man, are you upset that Demon Slayer didn't get nominated for the best anime? I am livid that Demon Slayer didn't get nominated. Oh my god. Do you want Amy Madigan prequel with her husband Ed Harris as the main warlock? Yes, that sounds amazing. Big Frank! Pano del Toro for me, that's fair. Big Frank got 5, Sinners got 4, Battle 3, No Other Choice 2, Demon Slayer 2, that 2. Okay. Jacob Elordi did an excellent job in Frankenstein. He made you feel sympathy for the creature. He just disappeared amongst that prosthetic. If you didn't tell me that was Jacob Elordi, like I just went into the movie not knowing, I wouldn't have known. That's how amazing that was. All right. Let's get these best actors going in. For best actor, we're going to talk about a man, a myth, legend, Noah Kaiser.
Everybody, it's Noah Kaiser. I am so...
Oh, wait, hold on. Stop sharing.
Gave me the opportunity to help. What's up, everybody? It's Noah Kaiser. I am so glad that Zach gave me the opportunity to help and present the best actors of 2025. This award exemplifies all the greatest of the best performances of 2025. This category means a lot to me because I have a lot of connections to these actors. These are the best performances of the entire year that I believe. And let's get right into this. We have a lot of nominees here who have been nominated before, but we also have some first-time nominations. That's very exciting. 2 of my favorite actors on the entire planet and my top 2 of all time are in this category. One sounds like you are ordering an Italian meal from an Italian restaurant. One really, really loves to date younger women that are more than half his age. You also have a monster here who just gets better and better and better with every performance, all the way from Black Panther to Creed to now Sinners. You also have somebody who was Moon Knight. You got Batman. You got Oppenheimer. You got the Hawkmeister. You have one of the greatest actors of all time. Let's get into it. Your nominees are Timothée Chalamet, Josh O'Connor, Leonardo DiCaprio, Michael B. Jordan, Oscar Isaac, Robert Pattinson, Cillian Murphy, Lee Byung-hun, Jonathan Majors, and Ethan Hawke. And your winner for the best actor of 2025 goes to Timothée Chalamet. Timothée Chalamet gave a outstanding performance that was not only dark, funny, but poignant in Marty Supreme. Marty Supreme is deservedly one of the best movies of the entire year, and this award surely goes to Timothée Chalamet. All the other nominees are magnificent. Timothée Chalamet just exemplifies why he is one of the best actors working today, if not the best actor working today, only because he gets better and better and better. From Dune to Wonka to now Marty Supreme. We can't forget about A Complete Unknown either. He was nominated for that. He's probably going to be nominated next year as well. Get used to seeing him because Timothée Chalamet is one of the best actors of the entire year and one of the best actors of all time. Thank you, Zach, for allowing me to present the award for Best Actor. And subscribe to Zach's channel and subscribe to me. And I'll see all of you guys next time.
I meant, but go off, Noah. Why is it F Noah? Don't F Noah. That's my guy. Thank you for presenting the Best Actor of 2025 award. Timothée Chalamet is my favorite actor amongst the group he's in. 30. Well, he used to be 20 under 30, but now he's 30. 30 and under. I think he carried Marty Supreme with a weaker supporting cast, going through an amazing movie where it was so high strung with a character that was so terrible, so unlikable, but making him so likable through pure charisma. I thought Timothée Chalamet did a fantastic job. Right behind him was obviously Michael B. Jordan with his twin performance. Literally, the only thing that dinged him really was the fact that he had such a great supporting cast and didn't really get to carry the movie. I think he didn't disappear in the role the way that I feel like Timothy and some of the other actors did, but he was so good as well. But yeah, those are the best actors for me of 2025. Let's see what you guys are saying. I saw some hate for Jonathan Majors. What's going on here? What are we hating on Jonathan Majors for? Della was rooting for MBJ. Evan said that Jacob Elordi and Frankenstein convinced me he is without a doubt one of them ones. I'm excited to see what he does next. Leo catching strays. Come on. He was rooting for Michael B. A lot of sinners love. I appreciate it. Jonathan better not win nothing. Damn. Haven't seen Marty Supreme, so I can't comment, but I hear it's an excellent movie. It's great, man. That pick of Timothy did just get out of prison. Yeah, he's in that weird between phase where he cut all his hair for Marty Supreme, and now he's growing it back, and he looks kind of weird. He's wearing an orange jumpsuit to represent the movie with the orange ball and stuff like that. The way I cropped the photo, it looked bad. Kenny's disappointed me. I should have known. Timmy Chalamet next movie is a motocross movie. I'm excited. That's going to be interesting after Dune Part 3. So Kenny, are we up to an hour and a half, or should you just revoke altogether? Noah did a great job. He did do a great job. An update: Big Frank got 5, Sinners got 4, One Battle 3, No Other Choice 2, Demon Slayer 2, Weapons 2, Martyr Supreme 2. That was terrific. Hey, good call on Majors. Yes, some controversy, but that performance was absolutely incredible. Probably could have been. I think it would have been Oscar nominated if he didn't have all the controversy that happened before. The weird controversy that he had before. I didn't think he should have been canceled, but it happened. He put himself in a position, unfortunately. But yeah, that performance was amazing. T-Maz is ready to leave. I lost negative 24 hours. A Chalamet to you. OJ biopic, Kugler? Nah, we don't need an OJ's biopic. Let's let that slide by. All right, the next one up, and this is special to me because I think actresses are always some of the best performances that we get every year. They usually do a lot better than the dudes for me. This year was a little stronger for the guys, but I gotta say, I think the actresses continue to be the best one. This was a stack year, a stack category for the actresses. Let me fix this real quick. And these are the nominees for the best actress of the year. The ones that had the best performance in a lead role. Tessa Thompson from Hedda. Jennifer Lawrence from Die My Love. Jessie Buckley from Hamnet. Emma Stone from Begonia. Danielle Deadwire from The Woman in the Yard. She's so gorgeous in that pic. Radhika Apte, sorry if I said your name wrong, from Sister Midnight. Eva Victor from Sorry Baby. Underrated. Sally Hawkins from Bring Her Back. Rose Byrne from If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Sophie Thatcher from Companion. Another underrated performance from this year. And the winner is for Best Actress of 2025 goes to Jessie Buckley for Hamnet. I think this was an easy pick. She's going to sweep all the awards, and her sweep continues into the Zach Goulbourne Movie Awards. She was phenomenal inside of this movie. I absolutely loved her performance in Hamnet. She really tugged at the heartstrings. After the movie was done, I was like, just mail her the Oscar. Don't even wait. Just give it to her because she's killing it. She was amazing. If you've seen Hamnet, you know what I'm talking about. Jessie Buckley, no question. Jessie Buckley, easily. Sally, you want Sally Hawkins? Sally Hawkins was fantastic. Oh damn, Sophie, I love her. She was so good. Oh, Jessie, I haven't seen it, but heard good stuff. She's fantastic in it. Haven't seen Hamnet yet. Unfortunately, I haven't seen any of these performances. Got to get up on, got to see these female performances, man. They're some of the best of the year. If they were mixing the men and the women would be beating out the men a lot. Just got to say that. To wrap up the best actors awards before we get into the final half of the live stream, we're going to do the best ensemble. This is the best group put together, the actors and their chemistry and everything they do matters. I got to load this up because
my name is Luke Ponto and I'm representing the best ensemble.
Hold on, Luke. Hold on. There you are. There we go. Luke Ponto.
Hello, everyone. My name is Luke Ponto, and I'm representing the Best Ensemble Award for the Zach Goulbourne Movie Awards. And if you guys aren't familiar with my channel, I do movie reviews, watch-alongs, ranking videos, hangout streams, physical media content, all that good stuff. So if you guys love that kind of stuff, be sure to stop by to my channel. And this award exemplifies the best of the best for actors and actresses of the best ensembles. No matter like what movie you talk about, like some of the best films of this year feature an insane ensemble cast. And what this category means to me is just, I love talking about like great ensemble casts for film. And plus, like I said, no matter what film you talk about in 2025, like depending on what it is, there is a great ensemble cast. And these nominees that Zach has accumulated together for us, like represent that. So here we go. And let's just get right to it. So first up for the nominees for Best Ensemble, we have Sinners. It was one of the best films from last year, if not the crown jewel of 2025, hailing with 16 Oscar nominations, which is a world record for most Oscar nominations. Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery. I mean, it shouldn't be any surprise because, I mean, Rian Johnson always knows how to bring a banger ensemble cast to the picture with any of these Knives Out films. My favorite film of last year, one battle after another. Just a stacked cast and some of the best performances that you'll see out of those actors' careers. Fantastic Four: First Steps. They could not have gotten a better cast for this new iteration of the Fantastic Four. Splitsville, a dark anti-rom-com with great chemistry with our four leads, and they all do a great job together. Eddington, Ari Aster's newest film centered around COVID, and I think that the cast that he has established for this film is wonderful. They all do a fantastic job. Weapons, I mean, Zach Kreger assembling people like Julia Garner, Josh Brolin, Alden Ehrenreich, and a bunch of other people in here. The Long Walk, I mean, you got Cooper Hoffman, David Johnson, Mark Hamill, Roman Griffin Davis, Charlie Plummer, Ben Wong, just to name but a few. No Other Choice. Park Chan-wook always knows how to bring together another great ensemble, like he does with films like Stoker and Oldboy, and it was just an accident, a really great Persian film from last year, and with another great cast. And if someone could possibly please cue in a drum roll for me, the winner for Best Ensemble of the Zach Goulbourne Movie Awards goes to The Long Walk. Absolute congratulations to The Long Walk. Like I said, a great ensemble cast. I named off quite a few of them. You also got Judy Greer in there. It was one of the best films from last year. It was my second favorite film of last year. Congratulations to The Long Walk for winning Best Ensemble.
Yeah, so when I thought about Best Ensemble, there was so many great ones. There's some that I left off of here, like The Sentimental Value definitely should have got one. But when I think about an ensemble that carried a movie, this movie does not work without this ensemble. It's literally people walking. And without the most charismatic actors, without the most likable actors, ones that make you care about what's happening, this movie doesn't work. I'm not going to say that if you switch out the actors in other movies, it's not going to work. I mean, or it would work. But I think here, you needed the perfect ensemble for this movie to work in even a little bit at all. If you swap out anybody, the chemistry, the way the movie flows, can go off the rail. So I gotta say the best ensemble of 2025 goes to The Long Walk. It's the ensemble we spent the most time together with too. So yeah, that's my winner. Thank you, Luke, as well, my guy, for presenting that. You did a great job. Let's see what's going on. Hamnet was great. Preparing for disappointment. I'm so sorry, Kenny. Hamnet will stun and win Best Picture at the Oscar. I can see that happening with Sinners and One Battle kind of splitting the vote and Hamnet winning. Sinners for Ensemble, but it won't be mad if the Phoenician Scheme. That's another one that I didn't get to add. Phoenician Schemes Ensemble was fantastic. Luke for love for Luke. Luke, I need to stop by your house. You got the whole Criterion collection behind you. Luke offered tours. Luke to Vision, that will be the boutique label. That's a dope name. Weapons Best Ensemble. Hey, the long one got one. Nice job, Luke. Forgot about the little walk for this. I like this win too. Nice. Yes, the long walk won something. That movie rocks. I feel Gardner and Benedict Wong weapons were great too, but happy for Madigan. I meant the long walk. Damn, the fat fingers. I was wondering. Mark Hamill was one of the best villains of last year. I agree. He definitely was in that top 15. He definitely was in there as well. So that was the ending of the ensemble stuff. The ensemble stuff, the acting awards. We're going to get into the main event, the main stuff that we came here to watch. Right before that, I got a short little tribute I want you to guys watch for another Best Picture nominee. You guys are getting the nominees as we go. Hold on, stop sharing. I wish I had a man behind the chair, but they can't do that with this, unfortunately. Hold on now. What's going on? Why is it black?
Eric. Yeah? I thought we agreed up.
Hold on now. What's going on?
Hello, everyone. My name is...
Oh! Nope, that's not what oh, because Key's still here. I did it again. Sorry, guys. Oh, there he is. There it is. All right. Let's get this going. Let's go give a tribute to Eddington, one of my favorite films of the year.
Eric. Yeah? I thought we agreed absolutely no one in the house. Yeah, I know. So what's this purse? What purse? Come here and look at what purse. You think I didn't see you with that little girl? Eric, you should...
I decided to give it back to the side. I would never ever lie to you. Yeah. You ain't never got me lie to me. I'm everything that I strive to be. So do I look my Shout out to Andrew. Oh, hold on. I don't think y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me when I'm doing this? Shout out to Andrew Arsenault. Great edit. Subscribe to him immediately. After I saw this, he had another editing edit that was really good too. And that's one of my favorite movies of the year. Holy spoilers, Batman. The movie's been out for almost a year. Though these transitions are wild. The edit was amazing. Everybody say bye to Dell. Hopefully you guys subscribe to his channel. He's awesome. He's not why is it black? What's wrong with being black? Nothing's wrong with being black. Don't start that narrative. Evan said, you're killing it, Zach. Like Michael B. You're making this look easy, and we all know it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let's get to it. So we're in the main event, guys. The last couple ones. Let's kind of speed through these as much as I can. Because I know some of you guys want to go to sleep. So the best theatrical experience. These are the nominees for my best theatrical experience of the year. And the nominees are Avatar Fire and Ash. Amazing 3D experience. One better after another. Saw this movie twice in one night. That's how good it was, and had an amazing time for all 5 hours. Splitsville. Saw this at a Q&A with the actors and the directors of the movie with a packed crowd. We were all laughing. It was a Q&A after the movie. It was one of the best experiences I've had in a long time. Love this. Hamnet. I literally cried with a bunch of people in silence and connected with a bunch of dudes in the last row. An amazing experience that nothing can top. Weapons. Wow. Another packed theater where everybody gasping.
especially the moment where she fell asleep in a car. Amazing experience. F1 felt like you could fly. The racing, the sound design, it just was immersive and a really good fun. The Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. While the movie story is janky, the action sequences were so good. I had a blast in the theaters. Minecraft. The movie is not that amazing, but the experience in the theater with all those little kids going absolutely nuts, destroying chairs, throwing popcorn, fighting each other, it was nothing like I've never seen before. This movie brought the worst out of these kids, and I had a good time. Warfare. I talked about this before when I gave it best sound design. Sound design is so immersive. I was blown away. Fantastic Four: First Steps. The chase sequence with Silver Surfer chasing them blew my imagination away. I absolutely love this movie from beginning to end. It was so fun. Thunderbolts. I saw this specifically was because I saw this on Screen X, and that was the movie was on the sides, and it was just the movie was just everywhere. It was a really unique experience, especially for one this intimate. It felt like everyone was really, really close. And the winner is for the best theatrical experience I had in 2025 is Avatar, Fire, and Ash. It's about time this movie won something. My best experience that I've ever had in the theater this year. The IMAX 3D was immersive. I felt like Jake Sully was touching me. I felt like I was in the water with these people. I felt like the ash was getting on my face. James Cameron knows how to make a phenomenal experience in the theater. So yes, Avatar, Fire, and Ash is the best theatrical experience that I've had. Edgerton is a beast of a film. Was my number 4 of the year. I agree. Hey, yo. Okay, moving up to best remake and readaptation. And this presented. A couple of these are going to be presented by some other people. Hold on.
Hi, Zach again from the Zach Milne Talks Movies YouTube channel, and I'm here to give out the nominations and the award for the best remake / reimagining of 2025. Sometimes movies don't get it right the first time and they got to do them over again. And sometimes the movies just keep making too much money, they got to make them again. And in this case, we've got an abundance of remakes and reimaginings. Some that didn't turn out so great, but some that did. And these are the nominations for the ones that did. The best remake / reimaginings of 2025 are Superman, Snow White, Wolfman, The Running Man, The Toxic Avenger, Bugonia, Frankenstein, Anaconda, The Roses, and How to Train Your Dragon. Oh, that's a stacked category, but there can only be one winner. And the one winner of today, of 2025, for the best remake / reimagining is Frankenstein by Del Toro. Congratulations to Frankenstein. You were the best remake / reimagining that we saw in the year 2025. Del Toro, keep doing your thing. We like it. All right. Thank you so much, Zach, for having me over on the awards this year. It was a blast. It was a great year. Here's to 2026, everybody.
Yeah, man. Thanks for Zach, as always, being a great presenter. As Useless Skills said, oh, Zach, is Zach on Zach? It's like an elf on a shelf. Appreciate your presentation there. And yeah, Frankenstein, another big win. When I was putting this all together, I didn't realize how much I love this movie. But yeah, I thought it was the best adaptation that I've seen. Yeah, and just to keep moving, because we been going for a long time. Zach is back again.
Hi, my name's Zach from the Zach Milne Talks Movies YouTube channel. Thank you so much, Zach, for having me over to give out the award nominations and winner for the best sequels of 2025. We had an abundance of sequels in this past year, which is really nice coming back into full form. There was so many to get excited about, but only a few ended up on the final nomination list. And those nominations are Niza 2, Wake Up Dead Man, A Knives Out Mystery, Avatar, Fire and Ash, Final Destination, Bloodlines, Megan 2.0. Sorry, that's Megan 2.0. Uh-oh is what the executives said when they saw the box office results, but we won't talk about that. The Naked Gun, Predator Badlands, The Black Phone 2, Mission Impossible The Final Reckoning, and The Accountant 2. All very worthy nominations. But the winner of the best sequel for 2025 goes to Nisa 2. All right. Not only are you the #1 animated film of all time, you're the #1 sequel in our hearts for 2025. Congratulations to Nisa 2.
Thank you, Zach, for that. We had back-to-back Zach, and he did a great job. Nisa 2, one of the best movies of the year, the best sequel I've seen. It upgraded from the first one every way. Animation, sound, score, characters, action, story, everything was better by like times 50. So definitely Nisa 2 is the best sequel that I've seen in 2025. All right, update. Big Frank got 6. Oh, wait. We got a new update. Big Frank, 6. Sinners, 4. What about another 3? Nisa 2. Climbing up the ranks. No Other Choice, 2. Demon Slayer, 2. Weapons, 2. And Martyr Supreme, 2. My pleasure. Love the editing. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Another one. Yeah, Big Frank, man. He's out here. Zach on Zach crime. Never. No crime between me and Zach. All right. We gonna play another tribute. How about that? See me outside, you know what I mean? Okay. Let me see if it'll allow me though. It worked. This is we just talked about this one. Let's get into it.
久しぶりだな。
Oh no!
全員ず。
久しいな。よく生きていたものだ。お前のような弱者が。俺の名前はドーマン。いい夜だね。さあ始めようか。おせんだ。食らうかよ。
立ちなさい。忍ならちゃんとやれる。
雷を呼吸。父の方。
When tomato was dead.
Yeah, Demon Slayer. Had to show it. Really excited for Infinity Castle Part 2. This was amazing. But that is leading into our next one because we're going to be talking about animated movies. It's going to be a double feature. It's going to be voice acting and the best animated in the same video. This is from someone that we love.
My name is Wilson from.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Here on YouTube and the TikToks. First off, I want to give a massive thank you for even having me on here to present these awards to Zach Goulbourne. or as the OGs know him, Zach Attack Reviews. It's an honor to be a part of this celebration and collaboration, truly. I'm being super professional, by the way, okay? I brought my suit, okay? I even have a script that I'm reading off of, which I never do. Okay, look at me being super prepared. Also that I don't fuck this up. Shit, I wasn't supposed to say fuck. Oh, fuck, I wasn't supposed to say shit. Sorry, Zach's mom. Keep it professional. Keeping it professional. Okay. 2025 has been a year where reality took a backseat. We saw gods clash, demons hunt, and monkeys sing. It was a year where the pen and the pixel proved that they are mightier than the sword. Tonight, I have the privilege of presenting two of the heaviest hitter awards of the season. You know, things people truly care the most about. Best Animated Feature and Best Voice Acting. Let's kick things off with the Best Animated Feature. Now, my channel is called Useless Skills. And I have to be honest, drawing is definitely not a useful skill that I have. If it were up to me to make these movies, you'd be watching 2 hours of stick figures moving across the screen, you know, very badly. So my hat goes off to the people who can actually do this wizardry and magic. They take a blank canvas, and force us to care about things that don't actually exist. This award exemplifies the best of the best in 2025 for animated film. Here are the nominees. Neza 2, because one movie about Demon Child fighting destiny just wasn't enough fire for the box office. Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. If your budget for animation is yes, you get this movie. UFO Table is just showing off at this point. Predator, Killer of Killers. Finally proving that even the ultimate hunter looks better in 2D. Lost in Starlight. The one on this list that probably made you cry in a public theater. Not me, you. Elio. Pixar doing what Pixar does best. Taking a kid into space and making us question our place in the universe. Little Amelie, or The Character of Rain. A title almost as long as the standing ovation it definitely deserves. This is pure art. Chainsaw Man Reze Arc. The movie. Explosive, romantic, mostly explosive, a love story where the girl is literally the bomb. Zootopia 2. Nick and Judy are back, and the internet is behaving itself. For now. 100 Meters. A sprint of a film that left us breathless and inspired. In Your Dreams. A visual trip that actually lives up to the title. This was a stacked year. You have massive studio sequels going toe-to-toe with anime giants. But there was one film that balanced mythology, action, and heart in a way that you just couldn't be ignored. And the winner is Neza 2! An absolute spectacle. If you haven't seen the fire and ice of the big screen yet, you are doing 2025 wrong. Congratulations to the team behind Neza. Here is your Vault Boy, because I do not have an Oscar to give you. Here you go. Here's Vault. All right. Moving on to Best Voice Acting. Okay, this one hits close to home. I actually tried being a voice actor once. And let me tell you, I could have probably gone pro. I was ready for the big leagues. The only thing that was stopping me, I didn't have $1,000 that I needed to soundproof my closet. So, while I'm here talking into this mic, these nominees are out there breathing soul into the machine. They screamed, they whispered, and in one case, they were a monkey. The award exemplifies the actors and actresses that were the best of the best in 2025 for voice acting. Here are the nominees. Lu Yang-ting as Young Neza, bringing that bratty, powerful, heartbreaking energy we all love. Natsuki Hanai as Tanjiro Kamado. I think Natsuki has been screaming at the top of his lungs since 2019, and somehow it still gives me chills. Mozart Kibutsuji. Robbie Williams as Robbie the Monkey Williams. Playing yourself is hard. Playing yourself as a CGI chimp? That takes a special kind of talent. Zoe Saldana as Neytiri. The queen of sci-fi returns. She could read a book, a phone book, in Navi, and I'd be terrified. Jennifer Goodwin as Judy Hopps. Still the most determined bunny on the force. You can hear the optimism. Jason Bateman as Nick Wilde. Sarcasm has a sound, and it sounds exactly like Jason Bateman or Ryan Reynolds. Louis Charpentier as Amelie. Delicate, haunting, and absolutely perfect for the role. Victoria Grobois as Nishio-san, a performance that stole every scene it was in. Arden Cho as Rumi, fierce and unforgettable. And Una Chaplin as Varang, a powerhouse performance that came out of nowhere. The range here is incredible. We have legacy actors, anime legends, and pop stars. But one performance stood out for its sheer emotional weight and presence. This actress didn't just voice the character, they became the character. The award for Best Voice Acting goes to, let me look at my check down below, Una Chaplin for Barang. Here you go, Una. An incredible way, okay? Una Chaplin absolutely dominated that role. That wraps up my segment. If you want to see if I ever figure out the soundproofing situation, come check me out at Useless Skills on YouTube and or TikTok. Thanks again to Zach for letting me hand out the hardware. Back to you.
Great job, man. I really appreciate that. Really celebrating animation. I'm gonna speed run through these categories because I realize people get sleepy and it's really late. So thank you again, Wilson. Useless Skill. You did a great job. Next up, we've been doing a lot of celebrating. Let's talk about something that wasn't too, great to celebrate. We're going to talk about the most disappointing movie of 2025 for me.
Hello, we are the Obi Thorn Alliance. I'm Jacob. And I'm Luke. And we are doing the nominations for the most disappointing for Zach for 2025.
Yeah, for 2025. So, what does the most disappointing movie to you mean, Jacob?
It means even worse than the most movies. It means that they fumbled, they disappointed your soul, and unfortunately they made Zach the most disappointing movie. So, unfortunately they disappointed him so much. These are the nominees.
Yes, so first nominee is Honey, Don't.
And the second nominee is Highest to Lowest.
Den of Thieves, Pantera.
A House of Dynamite. Wicked for Good.
After the Hunt.
Eternity.
K-pop Demon Hunter.
Secret Agent.
So, I'm going to admit, I haven't seen all those films. Have you seen them all?
No.
For me, I have a feeling I know what Zach probably has chosen, and I'm not going to be happy with it, but do us the honour and tell us what the winner is.
Wicked for Good.
So, I really like this movie. After our conversation with Zach in the live stream the other day, it seemed like he was very disappointed in this movie because he enjoyed the first one. I don't know if I can agree. What's your thoughts? Have you seen the second one yet, Jacob?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, it breaks my heart to think that was the most disappointing movie when I actually really, really liked it. So, either way, that's Zach's choice.
Indeed. Well, thank you for letting us do this category, Zach, and hope you agree with the choice Zach made, everyone, and continue to watch movies for 2026. Let the force be with you, always.
Thank you guys for your presentation. Most disappointing movie of 2025 was Wicked for Good for me, especially after loving the first Wicked. It just was a disaster. This is a crazy category. Big Frank in the lead was 6. It was an honor just to be part of it. Thanks for having us here, Zach. For real, everybody killed it. Thanks for the kind words. Yeah, man, everybody's Wicked for Good was ass. Love how they said it was Zach's choice. Love you guys. It was my choice. This is, as Cece said before she left, this is my house. But yeah, let's move on. Let me get to the next thing. I want to speed run this bad boy because I want to keep you guys up. I appreciate all of you for being here this long. We are gonna do the nominations for the best first feature. This is for the director with the most impressive feature debuts. The nominees are Drew Hancock for Companion, Ava Victor for Sorry Baby, and Somehow the Picture Disappeared, Alex Russell for Lurker, Yuta Shimotsu for Best Wishes to All, Emil Blightshield for The Ugly Stepsister, Alex Ulam for It Ends, Tony Toast for Americana, Karan Kandari for Sister Midnight. And the winner is Sorry, baby, for Ava Victor, and of course it glitched. With the winner for some reason, because I know I put the picture, but for some reason it's not there. But yeah, that's what was gonna happen. But yeah, Sorry Baby was an incredible first film. When I watched it, I thought this was a seasoned director writer, and it was a person who never done it before. And it's an incredible movie that I highly recommend. It's streaming on HBO Max. All right, let's get into the next category. That was best first feature. We're gonna talk about we talked about most disappointing film. How about the most underrated film? If I have that at all. Let's see. Remove from studio. Because you got to remove stuff to put stuff. Where is my man Peter Meets Film? There we go.
Peter Montano. I run a YouTube channel called Peter Meets Film, where I review movies and TV shows, and what an honor and privilege to be here for Zach's Movie Awards show. I mean, it's been a while I've been behind the camera, and I think for a lot of us as well, but I gotta say, there were a lot of good movies in 2025, and this category is a little more closer to home, kind of represents how I feel when it comes to like my channel and some of the other film bro channels out there in YouTube. And really, this award exemplifies the actors and actresses that were literally the best of the best for Best Underrated Movie of 2025. I said best 3 times, but you know what? We're going to bypass that. Regardless, these movies were kind of important to 2025 when it comes to movies, right? I mean, they may not be your Mighty Supreme or your Sinners to even F1, but they still deserve that love and attention. There was still a lot of craft and work that went into these films, and I think they're going to be classics in the near future. So listen, without further ado, let's go down the list of nominations for Best Underrated Movie of 2025. The Woman in the Yard, Captain America: Brave New World, Grafted, Strange Harvest, Best Wishes to All, Final Destination: Bloodlines, The Lost Bus, Elio, Splitsville, and 28 Years Later. And the winner for Best Underrated Movie of 2025 goes to The Woman in the Yard. Congratulations on all the nominations and the winner of this award. Zach, back to you, brother.
Thank you, Peter, so much for the great presentation. Loves and hearts to you as well. You did a fantastic job. And The Woman in the Yard is one of the most important movies for me because it's one of my most important reviews. But yeah, man, Woman in the Yard was fantastic. Gonna go with also Starlight is super underrated. I should have been nominated for an Oscar. It was so good. And Lurker also as well was a great film. But great first feature. Love both those films. I heard a little more hype for Lurker than most of the movies, so that's why it didn't end up on there. But yeah, we did best first feature, and now we have our last 2 categories, guys. One for somebody really special to us. I feel like I watched this man grow up with us, and that is dark movies.
Thank you. It's that time of year again. The best movies of 2025, where we pick out the very best one. Y'all might know me as a YouTuber or filmmaker by the name Dark Movies or Toby Hermanson, and I'm here to present the best international feature film, which, by the way, is really culturally accurate because I'm an international guy myself. I'm a Viking.
Being bada boom, Mr. Worldwide, when I step up in a room.
Now, I, as an international Viking, foreign films is not about reading a story instead of watching it. Yes, there might be some subtitles, but you get a whole new look at a rich culture that will absolutely blow your mind. These films create memories of a lifetime, and the foreign community or foreign film community has never been stronger than ever. So all I ask is bring foreign films to cinemas now. Okay, this award exemplifies the actor or actresses that were best of the best in 2025 at International Feature Film. So, without further ado, here are the nominees for Best International Feature. Left-Handed Girl, Reflection in a Dead Diamond, Better Man, No Other Choice, It Was Just an Accident, Sister Midnight, Sentimental Value, The Ugly Stepsister, Cloud, and Sirat. So, the moment of truth has finally come. The winner for Best International Feature Film is Left-Handed Girl. Congratulations so much. So much.
Oh man, it's so great seeing Toby, aka Dark Movies. We've known this kid since he was like 15. And he's from Norway, and his English wasn't all that great when we started talking to him. But look at him presenting and speaking so clearly, so great. It's so great to see his growth. And yeah, a future filmmaker. He has a short film out on YouTube. Definitely go check him out. He's gonna be one of those Oscar nominated guys. You're like, oh man, I saw that guy on Zach's stream one time. He's gonna be too big for me at that point. He ain't gonna talk to me no more. But yeah, that is the best international movie of the year. It's on Netflix. It's called Left-Handed Girl, an amazing film that had a lot of personal things for me because of the subject matter. But yeah, thank you, Toby, once again. This was a funny comment. Toby just done pressing your local grocery store owner for protection money. It's broke his heart not saying sentimental value. What? How could you do that to him? I know, I felt so bad. I almost was like, you know what? I'm just gonna say sentimental value just for the love of it. But I can't lie to myself. It's Left-Handed Girl. Okay, last award of the night. Appreciate every single person here that was been with me this whole time, all 4 hours, because it's been going on. This is like the actual Oscars length. I'm just gonna keep myself up here for this one. This is gonna be the nominees for the best movies of 2025. Not only is this the best movie of 2025 I'm about to announce, but this is basically my top 10 of the year. And let's go. The nominees for the best movies of 2025 are Nezatu, Demon Slayer Infinity Castle, Wake Up Dead Man, A Knives Out Story, One Battle After Another, Marty Supreme, Die My Love, Edison, Splitsville, obviously I made a mistake right there, Frankenstein, whoa, hold up, Sinners is supposed to be there. I don't know why. Okay. Sorry for the mistake. Sinners is supposed to be there. I know Kenny is about to roast my behind in the chat now because of that. I messed up. But the winner picture is Nezatu. Oh man, yeah, Nezatu was the best film I saw all year. It ignited my imagination. I absolutely love the film from top to bottom. These are the type of films I love going to the theater to see. Something that has things to ignite your imagination, lovable characters, movies that you absolutely can rewatch and be blown away by. One of the best animated movies I've seen in a very, very long time. I can't believe I forgot to put Sinners in there. I know for sure I did. This is like Satan going like, ha, 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 we're gonna mess with you so that Kenny can take your black card forever. Like he said, negative eternity. So that means the only thing that was 10 films because Sinners was definitely supposed to be there. But yeah, let's see. I need to get my international film game up. Yeah, man, there's so many fantastic international films. Can you get your mans? And we thought we had to worry about the Oscars. Whoa, he didn't even put them on the list. Haven't seen it. But guys, thank you so much. As always, everybody that stood the whole time jamming with me, having fun, going through all the nominations, creating this as one of the best experiences I've had in a long time. This is not my show. This is our show. Even though I picked the winners, this is a community event and we had a great time. And the conversation doesn't stop here. We got to keep watching. We got to keep debating. We got to keep loving movies. We got to keep supporting the cinema. I know waiting to go for a movie to hit streaming to watch it at home is great, but if we don't support movies in the theaters, we're going to get a lot of slop because the budgets are not going to be there for them to make fantastic movies like a lot of the movies that were on this list. So once again, I love all you guys. It was amazing. This was a fantastic year in movies. Started off slow, but the second half really picked up. Sinners carried it for the first half, and then we got a bunch of great bangers throughout. And thank you for all the presenters again. You guys did amazing jobs. You went above and beyond what I expected, and that really shows the love that you have for me. So remember this. I'm Zach Goulbourne. This was the Zach Goulbourne Movie Awards, and this is cinema. Thank you all. Have a good night. And one last update: Big Frank 6, Sinners 4, One Battle 3, Neza 2, 4, No Other Choice 2, Avatar 2, Demon Slayer 2, Weapons 2, Mario Supreme 2. Those are the big winners of the night. One last disrespect from Kenny Goulbourne. The Strangers 3, don't know why I cut off. That might be on my next stream, Strangers Chapter 3. Thank you guys for the great stream, and I'll see you next time. Peace.